You guys getting tired of this music yet? Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows, Chiller on Twitch there. Ender Slime, Aldab, Dogs for Days, Levi the Goat. Oh, and we got a sub, yo, Chody. Thank you for these 16 months.
Whoa, whoa, wow, crazy times, man.
Yo, Andrew, welcome in, welcome in. YouTube, hello for the first time. Is volume okay? Are we loud? Okay. Hello, welcome. Expect today to be very scuffed. This is a lot of firsts all happening at the same time. And the first time like I've streamed again recently was on Twitch a couple days ago. So it's gonna be scuffed. But if you have any feedback, definitely let me know, but be nice about it. Loud, is it loud? But yes, welcome in everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Rita Bat, let me make sure I'm reading that right. Retta Baga. Hope I'm saying that right. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Yo, Archie! Thank you for the prime 18 months. 18 months. I didn't know you had a face. Believe it or not, I actually do have a face. I also got some tea for the day. Yo, Adele! Thank you for the sub as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, today we're just gonna be playing the limited progression world. That's the plan. I'm gonna see if my computer can hold up both like the flashback recording of it and like loading the world and streaming on two things. Again, chances are it's gonna be scuffed a little bit, but hopefully it all goes well. MCY try, yo, welcome in. Change my user. I'm playing Spore Sim. Awesome. As Spore, wait, is that am I thinking of the right one? Is that the game making like game from a long time ago? I feel like maybe not. Is there gonna be a YouTube VOD after? Hopefully, should be, that's the plan. If there's not, something went wrong. Didn't know this guy streamed, you know, I don't. I want to, I hope more in the future. How do you not get burnt out of content? I'm trying to start content creation. Well, that's a tough one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer that one. I think just do things that stay exciting, right? Like, I think it's good to scratch the creative itch. Like, you gotta know when to do what's like working well or like keeping with routine, and when to like kind of take a step back and do something that just sounds fun. Alerts are a bit loud. Okay. We can, how do I turn alerts down? How do I do that? I know how to turn each individual alert. Oh, is it probably the subs? The subs are loud because you got the music on there. Okay, also what I'm gonna try and do here is, I only have so many songs on like a hotkey here. I'm gonna try, I put together like a little background music thing. And it's using a lot of music that I use for my videos, but they also like kind of change in vibe quite a bit. So we'll see if it's a good fit, but I'm gonna have that on as well. That's nuts. What takes you so long for each episode? So usually the episodes take about a week to record, like, you know, like maybe 8 to 10 hours a day for like a week of recording. And then the other like month is editing. So it's like chopping down the video. Like, it's funny. I think what people probably thinks takes a lot of time doesn't. Like the part that takes the most time is piecing together the story. Like taking just this raw gameplay. I see already weird vibes with the music. Is piecing together like raw gameplay in a way that makes sense and has some kind of thread of story to it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm working on getting them out faster. I'm also, I mean, Pokemon Go, TikTok scrolling. That also makes it take a while. I'm from the Netherlands. Welcome in, Martin. Welcome in. Yo, Cold in the Woods. What's good? Ender Slime. Hello. How do I cook food? Oh, okay. If I can't use stone stuff, I can't make a furnace. How am I supposed to get charcoal for campfire? So on episode 1, the way that I played it was with a wooden pick. You can mine coal, right? Like you can mine the coal ore and get coal. But I've heard a lot of people since then are not a huge fan of that. And I think another way of doing it is the like wooded, what do you call them? The boreal forest villages. They have campfires in them. And so that's like a more purest way, I think, of getting coal, if you would like to. When you're gonna play it, we'll hop into it. What is the progression after the nether? Okay, so I put a list in the Discord if you would like to join !Discord, and it's gonna be under the final list if you want to see ahead. It's still a work in progress. Like chances are when I get to it and I start figuring out exactly like what I'm gonna do for that stage, I'll probably change around some of the challenges a little bit, but this should be a pretty solid starting point at least. I have all the different stages mapped out. My thought, and like I'm getting to a point now where there's just like each stage has so much to it that it's like already broken into so many episodes that like I hate to not have big jumps in progression. Like I know people thought the nether was going to be diamonds, but it's not diamonds, right? And then I think people probably also think the next one's going to be diamonds, but it's not diamonds. So I don't know. I might change around. We'll see when I get there if it's kind of worth squishing some things together. But the next one that I had mapped out was redstone, because I feel like that's a big enough thing that can like have enough content to it, right? To make its own thing. Now I think I might try and make that one video. We'll see if I can make the whole stage in one. Here, we'll swap over to the game though. But yeah, and then would be diamonds. Hot diggity dandy, say my name. I am Walter Hardwell White. Everyone like the stream? Yes, Panda, like the stream. What are you making for your next episode? Episode 8. Well, I haven't started recording that one yet because I didn't want there to be spoilers, and I wanted to be able to stream, and I didn't want to be in the middle of something. I have a couple of different ideas for like what could be different nether episodes, but we'll see what order they go in. I'm not entirely sure yet, and I don't know how much I want to spoil yet. What music do you use in the videos? All the music I get is from Epidemic Sound. I quite like Epidemic. I'm not sponsored. I'm almost reading like verbatim what's in the description, all the videos. I'm not sponsored, but you can use my my code and it will help out if you would like, if you sign up for Epidemic. But if you have a specific song, or if you hear one like in the background today, like I love this one, I can try and tell you the name of it. But yeah, pretty much everything I think comes from Epidemic Sound. Happy Gast is out, and as you can see, maybe from the background of my game here, I have officially updated 1.21.6. I was waiting for some different mods to come out. The last one I was waiting on was Flashback, but I realized that they have a Patreon that I can just like subscribe and get the beta version. So I think we're good, because I really wanted there to be Happy Gast in the next episode. Yo, Gorilla, I appreciate that. Thank you. You inspired me to do this challenge myself, dude. That's what I love to hear. I didn't realize when I first started this. You know what? First, let's jump into it. We'll jump into it. Hopefully the game does not crash here. I've never opened up this world with this many things going at once. Oh. There should be chests here. Oh, hold up. We are not loading 72 chunks right now. Let's not do that. Okay, that might make it better. If we lag a little bit, hopefully it stops after everything's loaded in. And but what was I saying? I forgot what I was in the middle of answering something. I don't know. Feel free to ask it again. 70, yeah, no, that was, I like to really bump up the render distance when I'm doing like, I had bumped it up, I think, for the thumbnail on the live short, which I ended up not even using a screenshot of, but I like to really turn it up if I can do that for replays or something. But when I'm just playing, I usually keep it below 30. I'm trying a new mod right now because I opened up 1.21.6 and found that they added in I'm not a huge fan of the fog, I'll say that. So I'm trying a no fog mod to see if that works as well. But do you have an editor to edit your videos? Because if not, I really like your editing style. Well, thank you. And no, I don't. I would love to eventually. I think I did not really set up this series. Like my process for making it doesn't really, like I'd love to get an editor. I'd love to make that possible, but I don't think I can on this series with the way that I record it. Yeah. I mean, that's the short answer. But yeah, no, I do edit it. Are you getting happy gas today? No. So I want to save. I'll probably be doing the main like recording for the episodes off stream. Today, what I would like to do is do a little bit of exploring, because I still haven't gotten the 1.21.5 thing. So like the firefly bush, dead leaves. Some of it I know I can get here, but I haven't done that. And so I'd like to go get. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. I'd like to just go out exploring. Also, because spoilers if you have not seen the newest episode, but I lost some gear. And I would like to go see if we can maybe loot some portals and replace some of it, hopefully. But yeah, it's just gonna be a little bit of exploring for now. And I might come up with some other things to do, but I don't want to do any big actual like things that are gonna be in the episode right now, because I would like to save that for the episode. I don't know how your house doesn't cough. How your house doesn't cough. Oh, it doesn't cough. It always has a nut caught in his throat. Buddy. That is funny. I still haven't added like a staircase to the front of my house. And I don't know. It doesn't feel very like official entrance, but I don't know. I like the way it looks. What are your plans for once you finish the series, if you have plans? I have some ideas. I've always wanted like an actual, I don't want to call it a forever world, but like I want like a home world. Like if I have an idea for like a big project that doesn't necessarily fit inside one of these phases or the stages of the game, right? I want to have a home world that I like go to build it on, because I don't have like a long-term hardcore or even really a long-term survival. Like I have worlds, but I wouldn't call any of them my home world. So I would just like to have some worlds to use for that, I guess, or have this world to use for that. So that's kind of my like working plan, but we'll see. Hi, watching from India, Yo Guru, welcome in. Kill the Enderman. I know I haven't showed this in episodes, but I think I don't know if he will ever get down from there. He teleported up there, and I think since he's holding the block, he's not going to despawn, and I don't think his AI will let him pathfind anywhere else. So he's kind of our resident Enderman. I add stuff around this house a lot. Like I keep track of each different episode. At the end of it, I'll like make a little book that has like maybe some notable stats in it, like the day that I finished, the amount of time played I had that time, deaths, and then for each episode I'll have like specific stats. I like keeping track of things like that. But one of the things I've been doing here, let me toss that back up. One of the things I've been doing is every time an Enderman leaves a dirt block in the house, I've just been framing them. So I keep, that's a large fern, but I keep frames of the dirt. Are you planning to invite another person to play on this world? Just for one episode, maybe. Probably not. I think I'm going to keep this one single player. Also, let me get my alerts up. I'm sorry if I missed anything alerts-wise. Let me get my alerts. Wait, where are my alerts? Noah Bozo, thank you for the $1.99. What's your favorite build so far? You know what? I just like this house. I really like this house. No, I take that back. The donut. This donut. I don't remember when I had the idea for this, but this is definitely my favorite. I think this balances a perfect amount between like looks good, matches the theme, and is like actually functional. Like it serves a purpose the way it is. So yeah, I'd say the donut. Such a big fan of this series, yo, Jay Atart. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So I gotta head out. Life is crazy, Archie. No worries. Appreciate you stopping by. No co-stream? No, probably no co-stream. Post the series more often. I will do what I can. That is, trust me, I would love to. Okay, so yeah, we are gonna be exploring a little bit today, but also I think I would like to have some fireworks maybe. I don't really have anything planned for day 1000, but we are getting close. So I think I'm gonna get some fireworks here, and we can just, I don't know, set them off when we get to day 1000. Kind of works out well that I am hitting this between episodes. How do you take cinematic shot? I want to learn. I use flashback. So I used to use replay mod, and replay mod served me well for many years. Love everything that they've done, but flashback has kind of taken over. It's like a better version of replay mod, a little bit more user friendly, and you can do a whole lot with it. And pretty much every time I'm playing, you can see this finish recording thing at the bottom. is it just like records the world, and then you can fly back through the replay after you're done playing, and like get time lapses or like get moments, whatever. It's like you're spectating it happening, and you can like kind of buffer forward and backwards in time. So yes, highly recommend it. Replay mod walk so flash, exactly. So flashback could run, exactly, Derry. Sub from Russia, for designing houses, moreover that big, I really recommend to try 2 layered walls. Okay, inside better, yeah. I think I did. This is a 2 layered wall here. So we got like the birch and trapdoor, if you count that, and then on the outside it's like oaken wall. I do think that is smart though. I do think that is smart. Okay, let's see. What color should we make the fireworks here? Can you do a poll for whether you explore or make? Oh no, I'm not going to be doing any of the actual building today. Oh, that's not what I want. And that's for a couple reasons. Like I think anything, like the first thought is spoilers, and like, wow, that's true. You know, I don't really like want to spoil stuff that happens in episodes, or like, you know, maybe I'll end up changing the way I do something or whatever. But the main reason is like, I think I talk differently if I'm streaming or if I'm recording, or like, I don't know, man. Too much pressure to record it live. All right, we'll do some blue. Get some red in there, maybe. Blue fireworks, got you. Longtime viewer, dude, I appreciate that. Nice cute cup, thank you. Thank you. This is, I think this was actually a gift from my parents to like for my wife's birthday, I want to say. But I love this mug, and I've stolen it since. This is like my favorite shape of mug. I like me a short, fat mug. Will you ever post a world download? Yeah. So as soon as I make the seed public, I'll be happy to post a world download. And honestly, I feel like I'm getting pretty close. Well, no, actually, no, I'm not. Because I was thinking like what all can be spoiled that I would not want to be spoiled. And the nether was kind of a big one, right? Like I didn't want to know what was on the other side of the nether, but also, catch train by. I also would rather not know where my stronghold is, I think. I don't know. I mean, I might change my stance on that, but as soon as I release the seed for the world, then I'd be happy to also release the world download. What's your FOV? Oh, right now I'm playing on, I want to say I changed it to 80. I was thinking about that earlier. I played on 70 or like just normal for such a long time, but I think 80 might be the way. I think it might be the way. Oh, how do you make fireworks? Do I need to do, is that right? Okay, yeah, so just one paper, one ball, and one that. And is this a shapeless? I'd assume this, I guess, is shapeless, right? Yeah. Let's get some dark blue ones. What are some of the special things that you can put in fireworks? I know like creeper heads, right? Diamonds. What's something else you can put in them that I might have? How do you come up with uses for niche Minecraft mechanics? The main way that I do it is I go to like the wiki, right? And I'll just scroll through like items, or, you know, I'll go in creative mode. I'll just look through items and I'll find an item, you know, like maybe like detector rail, something that I don't see very often. And I'll say like, what is something you can do with this? And that's one way to kind of come up with them if like you don't already have inspiration. Build daddy long neck? Build daddy long, what does this mean? Can you say 6 to 7 or 6-7? I see you went to the nether. How long until diamond age? So the nether, I got a couple big builds that I want to do. So realistically, nether's probably going to have like 4 episodes, I want to say. I mean, I want to balance between like sitting in a stage for too long and actually having good builds as well. Like I want to, like to finish Venice, I can't just do that in one video. And I also don't want to like move on to the next stage with only like 2 buildings there. So got that one, and then I want to try and get the redstone episode, which would be the one after that. I want to try and do that in one episode if I can. So like maybe 5-6 episodes, maybe. You know what would be a really good a really good video title though is if I got I got diamonds after 1 year. Like what if we aimed for getting diamonds on the 1-year anniversary of the world, which would be like maybe a little sooner than I'm able to, I guess. But that would be cool. Okay, that should be enough fireworks. You know, fireworks could actually be a good thing to toss in the bundle. Look at that. If you haven't seen the bundle short, I love me some bundles. Okay. I know I didn't really make a ton of them there, but we'll go with that. We don't need too many. Let me put away some more of this stuff here. I have a very loose, I'm realizing now, there's some stuff that I just don't show as much in the videos, like my sorting system, for example, which is not very, not very smart. How many episodes roughly do you think the series will be? I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, it's looking like each stage has about three episodes, probably on average. And there's like 13 phases, so 39 episodes, I guess, is which I don't even want to think about. Oh man, what have I signed myself up for? I have Opera GX, and I made it so it sounds like Deep Slate. Ooh, what's your favorite block sound? Like what block sound makes the most like unique or satisfying sound? I know Amethyst is a pretty popular one. I found out Shroom Lights. Do I have any here? The sound Shroom Lights make when you mine them? Oh, it is so good. But I might just have to leave you on a cliffhanger on that one because I don't think I have any. But it's like kind of a drum. It's a drum and it sounds very good. Okay, so before I get too distracted, let's go exploring a little bit. I'm gonna put away all my nether things here. Just gotta remember to put these back on before we go back into the nether. Well, we need a bucket's good. We don't need flint steel. Got our fireworks to celebrate. My bed. We won't need paper. Food-wise, I could use some more food. Awesome. And then hopefully I will get some iron on. Oh, no, I got plenty of iron because I got those blocks there too. At what stage you get redstone? The next one. And the reason for that is just because quartz is like pretty necessary for it, and so I wanted it to come after the nether. But I also didn't want to lump nether and redstone in together because then it would be too big of one stage. Okay, I think that's everything. Would there be anything else I would need for exploring? I mean, I can make shears. Oh, let's bring some shears if I have any. Oh, you know what? I think I do have some. I have some over in the bee farm. You can make the video where you get the diamonds called I waited 500 days to get diamonds. I could, but I've waited even longer than that. Well, I guess technically I didn't because I accidentally did pick them up. So maybe I did only wait 500 days. You need mods for the spam? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. YouTube's very new. I have had the same moderation team for such a long time. Like I streamed it on Twitch probably like since 2020, 2021. And I've had the same team there. And I have added them on YouTube as well, but I think a lot of them couldn't make it today, and they also like be their first time moderating. So it'll be something that hopefully gets better. But your mods are pretty cool. Okay, I read that and then I realized who sent that. Yes, they are pretty cool. Have you ever thought about inviting other creators? No, I probably won't. Not onto this world. But you know what? I had thought about it before. It was on a different series that I thought about doing. Oh man, I wasted a whole day doing nothing but yapping. But I always thought it would be cool to like have a world and you do the whole thing, you know, do the whole series, whatever it is, and then like season 2 comes out and then it becomes like a dual survival. Endermen have left me a gift here. But yeah. Have you ever thought about making longer episodes, like maybe an hour or more? I think at that point I would probably rather, because it's like I could get the same amount of content out, but it would just take longer, you know. So like I think I'd rather put out 2 half-hour episodes than 1 hour. Potion of invisibility. Oh, we could also just buy these. Although I will say this Wandering Trader has been a tough thing. I haven't bought anything from him yet. I have intentionally not bought anything from Mr. Wandering Trader. Because I want to say villager trading stuff and like I'm not sure where he falls, so I've been holding off. So we'll go out to get stuff instead. I love you, Nuts. What is your real name? My name is Mason. You're welcome. I know Nuts might not be for everyone. You can call me Mason if you prefer. Modded survival. Yeah. What if I did modded? What would be the go-to mod? I haven't done a whole lot of modded. I played through Sky Factory before, just like on my own time. That one was a lot of fun. PC specs. I have a 2060 Super and an Intel i9 9900K. The other stuff, I know at one point I had 64 gigs of RAM. I think I'm at 48 gigs RAM now. Are you allowed to use a fishing rod at this stage? Because it's kind of OP. It is kind of strong. I think technically you're allowed to, but I think it kind of falls under anything else. Like if you get something that you aren't allowed to, I don't know its loot exactly. If you get something you're not allowed to, I'd say probably can't keep it, but I think you could use a fishing rod. And I did consider that too, like for the enchanted books, just because I think, you know, before you get to the enchanting stage, I mean, it's like it takes a lot longer. It's a much grindier thing. Like to try and get a full set of like good armor through fishing would be like way too much of an undertaking, I think. So it's probably fair game, but I don't know. I think I'll probably do some fishing at the like underwater stage with like ocean monuments and tridents and turtle helmets and all that. I love the enchantment table sounds for some reason. They are satisfying. Oh, you know what I did forget? We'll make it on the go because I think I can get all the ingredients for it. I want to make a book to keep track of some coordinates because I also want to mark the coordinates of some ruin portals for something upcoming. So yeah, we'll get some leather and we'll get some sugarcane and then we'll kill some squid and some chickens. Yeah, that should be easy. Can you tell all 13 phases? Yeah, actually I could read them off. They are all in the Discord as well, but I can show them to you guys as well. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can do my, do I have a, oh, let me make a source for my monitor. Okay. And then we'll just put this right there. And then media, we'll do, no, it's right here. So all stages that I had, that I wanted to do are right here. So we got wooden, leather, stone, pre-iron, like exploration, iron, nether, redstone, diamonds, villagers, oceans. And then this is also, I don't know, this is kind of where it gets a little, like, could go different order. These could be condensed down. Like, there's a lot of stuff in Minecraft that isn't super linear, right? So trial chambers, I think it'd be fun to have like a trial phase, right? Pillagers, these two could be condensed down if anything, but that's like mansions, goat horns, and totems. And then we got end. I felt like these three could be split up. And I'd actually be really curious what your guys' thoughts are. Because at first I had netherite before end, because end's like the end of the game. But I think that netherite actually should be after it, because I think the game also, Kath 2098. Thank you for the 19 months. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I think that netherite should actually really be after the end of the game. Not Kath. Did you listen to the newest Minecraft music disc? I did. The little lava chicken one. I heard a bit of it. I heard enough. Get a pet parrot. I actually have all 5. They're in the top of this sandcastle. What's your plan for the world after 13 phases? I think it's just going to kind of be a home for the world. But yeah. Here, one sec. Guys, as much as you can. My mod team is not super insane right now, so as much as we can, try not to spam. I appreciate it. Wins netherite. I'm thinking at the end. Do you use any mods or resource packs? You actually use a lot of mods, and I mostly use them to cheat in my world. That's a joke. I use Bobby for replay and for servers. Super nice. It like extends your render distance. Camera utils. I think I use that for like my zoom. Got flashback for recording replays, gamma utils for like dark caves. It's as much as I'd like to keep the game pure of like what I see is what you guys see. It just, I've tried to edit dark footage and it is not fun to do on YouTube. So need to have the brightness increasing. Iris is like a performance enhancing, I think. Got Lightmatica, which is one that I just like to have on hand if I ever need to like copy structure into another world for some reason. This is just a dependency. Mini HUD, so I can put the days at the top of the screen. Mon video, so I can configure all this. This one's new with 1.21.6, the fog control. Voice chat for servers, and then, yeah, a bit of like creative stuff there. How did you choose the name for? That's a conversation for another day, but there's not really actually a good story behind it. I wanted the name Nuts because I think Nuts is like I don't know, I think it's a good name. But then my handle Nuttist was just because Nut wasn't available on, like I can't get that, you know, that's a pretty OG name to have on every different platform. Do you watch low res bones? Yes. Yes. In fact, that might be, oh, you know what? Let's not go this way. That might be my favorite Minecraft. No, I don't want to say favorite Minecraft creator because Ethos Lab, but yeah, I love low res. When are you gonna make a new house since it might go on fire? Well, let's knock on wood there. I did put a lightning rod on top of it, and I think it has enough space. It's been struck by lightning a couple times, and we've survived. So, just got back from making a farm. What farm did you make? Have you taken inspiration from other creators to make this? Yeah. So, the concept was originally, as far as I know, by a Terraria creator. If anyone knows, I'm sure someone knows what I'm talking about. Please, if you do, please put his name in the chat, because what he did was he thought Terraria has something to appreciate in each phase, and Terraria is a lot more linear and a lot more broken up into stages of armor and stuff. But his goal was to spend 1 month in each stage. Now this one we've done a little bit differently with the goals and stuff, and it's also like not as clear cut. But yeah, he did a 1 year in one world in Terraria. So that's like conceptually, that's where the series idea came from. And then like style wise, Wadzi has been a huge inspiration for me. I really like Wadzi's editing and Wadzi's storytelling and Wadzi whatever. I think his one chunk series or his expanding world border series. I've referenced that one a lot for thoughts on how to do things. If Nuts is your first name, what's your last? Okay, well, let's slow down, buddy. Inspired by Ethos Lab. It's tough not to be. He is like very revolutionary. Like he's done a lot of cutting edge Minecraft technology over the years. How many days you'll think you'll pass by the end of the 13 phases? Dude, I have no idea. Shoot, like okay, so we're on phase, what is this, phase 4? And we're on day 1000. So at a minimum, it's gonna be like the same, although it's going to probably take longer for the later stages, but 1,000 per forward, is that 3,000? 3,000 is the minimum, but I'm guessing probably at least 5 to 10,000. Etho is one of the first YouTubers I ever watched. Well, you started good. Yo, Vampiros, I didn't realize it was you. Welcome in. Do you listen to any music while playing? No, and maybe I should work this out. I've already looted this one, but I do want to mark down the chords. Let me see. 215, 50. How close am I to making that book? Let me prioritize making that book. Wait, did I hit those squids and not actually get any ink? What kind of music do you listen to, right? I don't really listen to it because I am recording at the same time usually, and it's kind of a pain to like have music on the same recording. So usually I'm pretty quiet, but sometimes when I know I'm not going to use any clips from it, I will be like watching long YouTube videos or like podcasts or something in the background. In fact, actually, I was in one of my most recent deaths, because like I wasn't expecting to die at that point. I had to go get the game audio from the replay file because I was watching a Mog Swamp video as I died. So that was in the background. I've had actually a couple deaths where I've had to get the sound afterwards because I was watching a video. What are you doing right now? We are exploring to find some of the new like 1.20, 1.5, new to me, I guess. I don't have like firefly bushes and stuff. Also to hopefully loot some ruined portals and get some new enchanted golden armor. And then, I don't know, I need some iron, but that's not the priority right now. I also just want to find ruined portals because I need their location. Which episode did you enjoy filming the most? Probably episode 1. Episode 1, it's always fun starting something new, right? Make an ice castle. That's not a bad idea. I've been pretty inspired before by people make icebergs. People make iceberg like houses, and those are always super cool. So I'd love to make an iceberg house. Well, I just need sugarcane now. Have you hit 100 days yet? Yeah, if you look in the, actually, am I covering? Okay, no. In the top left of stream, you'll see the amount of days that I'm currently at. We're at 996, so we're coming up on 1,000. What are the 12 phases? If you want to get them, they are in the Discord under the final progression list. Oh, this really threw me off. I didn't know what structure this was. I don't think I've looted this one. I don't recognize this. Oh, definitely have not. I will happily take some iron. Yeah, we'll take it all. Well, actually, yeah, we'll grab it. I can always toss it out later if I want to. What's the next build plan? I think I'm gonna hold that one close to the chest for now because I'm not entirely sure what I would like to do. And I also don't know if I would like to share it or not. I'll have to watch the next episode when it comes out 2 years from now. So your house near the spawn? Yeah, I think I'm like at like 400, 800-ish. So like within 1,000 blocks of spawn. The spawn is like, if you know the sandcastle, if you're like looking at the sandcastle, there's like a jungle off to the left kind of behind it. And my spawn is right on the edge of that. Which editing app do you use? I use Premiere Pro. I've learned Adobe. That's been my ecosystem I've been a part of. So yeah, I like Illustrator, Photoshop, just Adobe products is genuinely what I use. Have you seen Hermitcraft? Of course. I love me some Hermitcraft. I think I started on Hermitcraft. I watched Mumbo back on, like, I think it was season 2, I think. They had like an amplified world, right? And I know he had a hot air balloon base. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Hermitcraft ever since. Do you think you can finish the series or just keep going with new updates rolling out? Wait, do you think you can finish the series or just keep it going with new updates? I hope I can finish the series. That is definitely the plan. I definitely would like to finish the series some point. And I've kind of considered shortening some of the phases or condensing things down together to like make sure it happens in a timely manner, but I don't know. I also don't want to sacrifice anything that's like core to the game. So, but yeah, that is the plan. I do hope to finish it. Okay. Grab the book there and then take a quick nap. How close are you to releasing the next episode of the series? I'll say this. I'll say it's out. The next episode is out right now. I just released it a couple days ago on Tuesday. Just a random Tuesday morning when I finished it. So I am just now starting the next one. I expected you to look older and a baldy. Okay. I think going from my voice alone and maybe my wisdom, right? I appreciate that. I feel like maybe older, balder men are wiser. So I'll take it. Have you seen UHC Generations? I haven't watched too much of it, but I gotta say, I love the concept of it. I'm surprised something like that wasn't done sooner. For anyone who doesn't know, I believe every time that a player dies, then they pass on that world and someone else inherits it and picks up wherever they left off. So it's like hardcore still in a way. It's almost like if you know Doctor Who, where it's like the Doctor reincarnates. I feel like it's kind of similar to that. Or maybe reincarnate's not the right word, but you get a new player and you don't ever have to truly say goodbye to the world. How long is this stream going for? I have no idea. Probably a while. I'm also gonna make a boat real quick. And by a while, I guess a while is not very descriptive. I have no idea though. Have you seen low res? Yes, I love low res bones. What made you switch from the wooden setup stuff to Minecraft? What do you mean by wooden setup stuff? This new Nuttist always finish. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you'll notice any chat that is purple is probably being mean to me because my Twitch community is is not very nice. But yeah, I used to run an SMP for quite a long time. I love the Nut SMP. It was a ton of fun, but I never finished projects on it. And now I have to finish projects to make a video. So, are you gonna use your face cam in videos? No, probably not. I know SB737 does. I don't know. For me, I guess the only answer is no. I won't probably. Are you going to the nether roof? No. So actually, yeah, that's not something I've talked about actually. But no, I do not plan on going to the nether roof. I think that I see the utility of it, right? Like it's a very useful thing. I think a lot of players can have really successful, fun worlds and use it. But I think for the sake of this series, like it's a glitch that I don't really want to abuse. And I think like transforming the nether into whatever the nether roof would have been used for is a lot more like fulfilling, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, no nether roof in this one. Oh, nice. Another unlooted chest here. We will take it all. I have explored out probably, like, I don't think I'm going to really get new chunks with like the new mob spawning or like firefly bushes or any of the other new flora and fauna until like maybe 4,000 blocks out. Facecam works for streams when you're interacting, but ruins immersions. That is true. I could see like, oh, wait, what? Wait, where am I at? 2,500. Okay, well, we got a woodland mansion over here too. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know why I broke that. Yeah. Also, I think when I record videos, I do not look quite as presentable, and I also record them over the course of several days, so it could definitely ruin immersion in that way. Of like, why does music keep stopping? I thought I had it. Here, we'll do this. Yeah, because then I'd have to splice together a bunch of different videos of me looking different and talking different. Sometimes I just voice over stuff that yeah, I'll voice over stuff and then I don't have a face cam for that. And so I don't know. Yeah. Italian brain rot next to Gold Farm. That's a great idea. I didn't realize. Of course, Sumo. Of course. Sumo left me on red this morning. Sumo Donowald, man, tried to talk to Sumo because Sumo is the YouTube streaming expert and he did not want to help. Will you drain an ocean monument? That's a good question. I don't know if any draining will be happening. I haven't thought about that too much. Maybe. I don't know. I think farms are kind of unavoidable. I talked about this a little bit in the most recent episode. They're a little bit unavoidable, right? Like that's part of the Minecraft experience and you kind of need it for some stuff because like I don't want to be going out and hunting iron like when I'm about to fight or when I'm about to get netherite, you know. I don't think I should still be needing to go way out to like loot new caves and stuff. So like I think farms have a place. But I also want to try to avoid them whenever I can. Like I don't want to build a farm just because I need a resource. So I don't know if I will be draining the ocean monument. Is there an ocean episode? There will be. There will be. I messaged you at 4:03 a.m. and you thought I'd be awake at 8:15. That's fair. That's my bad. That's on me. That's on me. I love this series so far, dude. Keep it up, dude. Quinn, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Will this stream be on YouTube after stream ends or will it be deleted? I'll leave it up. It should be under the live tab on YouTube. Should be under the live tab. Would you kill an innocent bunny? We did see one, didn't we? I suppose. Do we really know how innocent this bunny is? Do we know anything about this bunny? Okay, well, I actually don't know where it went, but yeah, I can, oh. Okay, so this happens sometimes. I think it's a flashback thing, like whenever I don't know. Like maybe when I hit like a RAM limit, sometimes my game will just freeze for a couple seconds. These are the kind of things you don't see in the videos. Why not just sumo brain rot, Jace? I love it. Cardboard PC thing, yeah. My cardboard PC, the same PC I've had for years. How's the Nether City doing? It is still intact. It is standing up. But nothing new, nothing new. Although I did see a comment of someone mentioning there was a spot that I had not placed a block that I should have placed a block, and it bothered some people I know, but I did fix that one in the video. But then another one that I had not realized until I saw a comment on it was there's like a corner where like right between the seam of the diorite and the yellow part that should have bone block, but instead has like yellow concrete or something. So I still need to go fix that. Do you think this challenge would still be as good as older versions like 1.12.2? I think it could work in any version, right? Like as long as the version has enough. Well, actually, you know, I don't know because like the whole like there was just like in the wood age, for example, like you can still play with leather armor and wood tools, but then there's like 3 tree kinds instead of like the 20 tree kinds there are now. And that's just an example. You know, there's all kinds of different supplementary content added to the game. So I don't know. I think maybe newer versions are better for this challenge, but you can definitely still do it in the older ones. You collect every music disc and put them on display. Yeah, okay, in a museum. I toyed with like working on a museum as I go or like building one at the end. I think what I want to do is build one at the end. I'm gonna leave all that. Sometimes I see stuff like clocks. I guess it's kind of been a rule of this series now that like I must have already looted this one. A rule of the series that like looted stuff is kind of the exception usually. But I also don't know when it comes to some things like like clocks, like if I really should be taking them. I mean, I have, but yeah, a museum. I want to do a museum where I display all my armor sets. Oh man, I have this idea, but I'm not gonna share it. I'm not gonna share it. You'll have to wait and see the museum. But yeah, any kind of like my first pickaxe, you know, things like that. We'll put the dragon egg there, just kind of things like monumental things for the season. What version did you play on when you played Minecraft for the first time? Pocket Edition Lite. I played on Pocket Edition Lite on my iPod Touch. That was my very first one. And then the one that I probably played for the most time as like my first one, okay, I've looted this one as well, was Xbox 360 edition. I played a lot of Xbox 360 edition growing up. I'm actually bad at Minecraft. How do I not be bad? Mac and cheese. I am also bad. I think if you've seen any of my death clips, you'll know that I am not a good, like, I know things about Minecraft and I've played the game for a long time. And I think I'd like to think myself as a good builder or like from that perspective. But when it comes to just mechanical ability to like click buttons correctly or avoid death or whatever, I am not your guy. I am not your guy. Oh, you know, I guess I didn't even think about that. Someone was asking about coal, or that's a common question I've gotten is like how to get coal or how to cook food. I forgot you can get it from shipwrecks. So that's not a bad thing. Shipwrecks and the boreal forest villages. Have you gotten the new music disc? I haven't yet. But I'm also not on 1. Well, I haven't gotten either of them, the gassed one or the new one. But I'm not. This is version 1.21.6. So the chicken jockey one isn't on this one. But I did actually save a chicken jockey. I have one sitting by my house that I suppose could be a victim in the future. When is next ep? The last one came out on Tuesday, so a couple days ago. And so the next one, ooh, okay. Do I just publicly say a date and then try and keep myself to it? I'll tell you my goal and that it might change. But I'd be very happy with 3 weeks. If I can get them out in 3 weeks, that is a great goal. And then maybe once I get that down, then I can try and push it further. But between like recording and editing, like I'm a one-man team here. It takes a while. So, but yeah, 3 weeks I'd be happy with. What the nut? Teresa, what's good? How you been? Definitely not gonna happen. True. No, it will. I've done 3 weeks before. I think the main reason that this one wasn't was because I did some other smaller projects in between it. And also like the last one wasn't because I kind of signed up for too much, I think. In that episode, I like was set on finishing the Iron Age, which I'm glad I did. But if I would have just said like when I started the Iron Age, I could kind of say like, this is the project that I would like to do today. And I could just do that. And I don't need to tie up anything or finish anything other than that project. And so that's a lot more like easy to get done in a set amount of time versus like if I have to finish all the remaining things, it's like tougher to tie up the loose ends, I guess. I don't know. The finale of any stage takes a little bit longer than any parts before it. Why is your skin a donut? My skin's actually, do I take out my armor? Yeah, we'll do it. My skin's actually a pink variation of Batman with a donut symbol. Not like a huge Batman fan, but I think he's probably my favorite superhero. How does one come up and start a challenge like this? You know what? So actually, the way that I came up with this idea, so there's another series on Terraria where he does the same thing, and I do want to credit that because that was definitely an inspiration. But like the way that I actually like thought, you know what, I should just do that is I had the same thought that a lot of creators have where you're like, oh, like the way you play Minecraft, you're ruining your own Minecraft experience. You know, like I'm sure you've seen some video essays before where it's like, someone telling you like the way you should really play Minecraft is like don't make new worlds or take it slowly, like don't just immediately get to end game, don't build a ton of farms, don't do these things that like make it boring faster. And my thought was like, oh, I should make that video, but like that video's been done before. So what about instead of like telling people that's how I should play, what if I just played like that and like did that and then it just kind of became this. But oh yes, Thorbin, yes, or Thorbin. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Yes, Thorbin. Thorbin. I think that is correct. That is the Terraria creator who did the spending a year in one Terraria world. I'm at work, but my jaw dropped when I saw the noti. I know, dude. The Twitch chat is like waking up from an ancient slumber. If you're Batman, then who's Joker? I haven't thought about that. Who is my op? What's the speedrun time quickest? I don't think I've ever finished a speedrun. Also, I haven't seen a ruined portal in a while. What coordinates are we at? Okay, I'm about 4,000 blocks out. We're definitely in new terrain. Yeah, no, I think realistically, if I just force myself to sit down and like play through a speed run, which I've done like some kind of variation on that before, but like a true just like do it, like no resets, whatever. Like if I die, I keep going. I'd probably finish in like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe a little more. I think if I got a good seed and like had a couple practice warm up rounds, I could probably do it within 45 to an hour. That's sub 2 hours. yeah. I'm gonna say that. And anyone who watched my my duo with Sumo when we did the play together, just ignore please do not speak up right now. Okay. Sub 3 days. Can you release a list for us that I want to do this challenge as well? Yeah, it's on the Discord. So it might change future episodes. Like when I get to the episode, I might think, well, this challenge might actually work better like this, whatever. I might tweak them, but yeah, the list as like what I want it to be is currently fully flushed out on Discord. What I don't have though, and I need to put together, is like a comprehensive list of like every banned block or every like thing that's allowed or not allowed, because I know there's a lot of confusion on like, you know, when you can trade with villagers, or like when you can get coal, or when like if you can fish, you know, that kind of thing. How do you choose a good place for builds? I think mundane places actually work pretty well. Like just a boring, unassuming hill. I don't know. I don't think you necessarily need like a big mountain backdrop or a big, like to build on a mountain, unless you have an idea that's specifically requires that. You know, like I think it's better just to pick an area that's kind of flat, or like just work with the land, whatever you got. I think your build makes the land, right? Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Yo, cryptozoology, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Congrats on 1,000 days. Oh, we're almost there. We're getting so close. Bro's gonna die from sleep loss before he finishes the speedrun. Yeah. I was looking at the progression list. If you want feedback, I think you should do pillagers before trial chambers. I'm definitely very open to that, or open to feedback, open to swapping things around. What would be your case for that? Because my thought is the Totem of Undying comes with pillagers, and that seems like a pretty end game item. Like I feel like trial chambers I should have to do without that. That was my thought. And like also trial chambers should be so late because like you got to take into account both how difficult it is, but also the loot you get. Like a deep dark, I could do that now, but like so much of the loot is diamond or enchanted things that like I would have to not take so much of it. But yeah. Could Wreckraft 2 be your Joker? He seems too nice. Seems like too nice of a guy. What's your Twitch? It is actually, you could test this out. I think I got Nightbot set up on YouTube, ! Twitch. If not, it is just twitch.tv/Nuttist, Nuttist. What do you use to record gameplay? I use NVIDIA GeForce Experience Shadowplay, whatever it's called. I think it used to be called Shadowplay, but now it's called GeForce Experience. But it's like, I don't know, does this actually... Okay, no, it doesn't pop up on stream, but I have like an overlay that I can start recording. What's your opinion on Roblox? You know, Roblox, I played that back when I was a youngin'. I played that one a long time ago and I loved it, but I haven't really played it in like a long time. But recently I saw this video of these people who like their full-time gig was like making Roblox games, and they had mentioned how it's like YouTube for games. And I don't think I had ever connected that's what it was. I think I want to give it another chance sometime in the future. So yeah, long story short, I haven't played in a long time, but I think it sounds cool. Are you a smart fella or a fart smella? Thank you, Robert. I would hope I'm a smart fella. I wanted to start a world and do the challenge, but I'm bad at building. Well, there's one way to get better. So one way to get better, and that's by building. Play 5 to 6 hours a day. Yes, that's another way. I used to play in a world with all my friends, and I did the same thing. Just made a town, fought crazy battles, and goofed. Dude, it's one of those things, you wish you knew it was the good old days before it was the good old days, right? Like those worlds with your friends are like gonna be the ones you remember the most, for sure. Do you look at the limited progression Discord forum? I don't as much as I should. But I really love when people use that forum in the Discord to like post as like a log for like them playing along with the challenge, like posting pictures or updates on their world. I think that's super cool. I do look through it. I think I've seen all of them, I think, at this point. I don't know. I've definitely not commented on all of them, but like I do like that. I do like when people do that. What do you unlock next? The next one's going to be redstone. And I want to try and, I know that people are eager for diamond and I don't want to keep people waiting too long. So I'm going to try and get through that redstone one pretty quick. And I think it can be manageable too. So, but after nether, it will be redstone. Just saw the list. I thought you had a lot more progress towards completing the series. I know there is so much to Minecraft. This would be, so yeah, someone asked earlier, do you think it would work well on 1.12 as well? And it would probably be a much shorter challenge because then you wouldn't have like pillagers, trial chambers. Probably wouldn't be enough for an ocean one. Honestly, it might be a more reasonable YouTube series to do it on 1.12 because then you truly just have like the core Minecraft things. What do you think about the Minecraft movie? Okay, hear me out. I thought it was a terrible movie, but I loved every second of it. I think it is so cool to see my beloved block game on the big screen. But like, the movie itself was very formulaic. They could have put any kind of IP on that. You know, it could have been a Fortnite movie, a Roblox movie, a whatever movie, and it had the same storyline. That being said, I loved it. I think I was smiling the whole time. Big fan of it. Why is your icon a donut if your name is Nuts? Okay. Dough, nut. Dough, nut. Donut. It's the second half of it. It's better than an acorn in my opinion. Flint and Steel. Yeah, okay. I maybe should not have read the one about about the Minecraft movie. What do we get in episode 8? Hopefully, I'll tell you the date I'm going to shoot for. I never really know because like I want the series to be an evergreen series. Like I don't want it to only be popular. Like I don't want the only audience to be right when it comes out, you know, or people watching along. Like I want it to be a series that kind of you can watch at any point, you know, like 10 years from now, if you're a Minecraft fan, you could watch through it. And so like with that in mind, I want to make every episode as good as they can be because I want it to live permanently like that. So like if a video is just not up to the standards in that way, I really just don't want to release it. But yeah, that being said, I'm aiming for like 3 weeks, I think. I don't know exactly what date that would put it at. Like if I say last week, because I like to upload them on weekends, but this one was on a Tuesday, of course. But like 3 weeks from last weekend would be ideal for me, I think. Do you have beef with Dr. Donut? No, I don't think he knows who I am, but I do think it's funny that there are 2 Minecrafters that have a donut. Maybe that's my Joker. Maybe that's whoever asks who's the Joker if you're Batman, if your skin's Batman. Maybe Dr. Donut is my Joker, but I think he could probably beat me in PvP if I had a full like kit loadout with like the anchors and the TNT, whatever the what do you call them, the crystals. If I had a full like netherite armor and that, I think he could probably beat me with a wooden stick still. So that's not beef that I'm interested in getting started with. Can you make a base for every biome? That'll make the series better. I do like that idea. I do like the idea of like, I remember someone had mentioned something about when they get tired of their world, they kind of go to a new biome and they make it a whole themed base there and like having these vacation homes. And I think it's pretty cool. I don't think I will do it. I don't think I'm just going to make a base at every biome for the sake of doing that, but I think I'll try and make them in different places when I can. I know it's probably not a very satisfying answer, but also okay, I'm not too far out. I haven't seen a ruin portal in such a long time. It's been a lot of yapping and I'm not really paying attention to as much what's going on. That last episode, you got obsidian to place in the nether. How? So obsidian you can find in ruin portals, and you can also get it trading from piglins. Those are the 2 ways that I'm able to obtain it right now. Have you ever seen that Nuttist guy on YouTube? Heart eye emoji. Shep, how you doing, sweetie? What are you actually currently doing? Just traveling? Yeah, I'm on the lookout for any new 1.20, 1.5 things. So any of the new flora that Minecraft added. That's like the firefly bush is the main one I keep thinking of. So if you guys see me pass something, like please yell at me. Because I've generated a lot of my chunks, so I gotta go pretty far out. I would also love to loot any ruin portals or shipwrecks. I've been here before. I recognize these mountains. I actually came through here when I was looking for the what do you call it? The Pale Garden. I came through this area. But yeah. Yeah, we're just on the lookout for also kind of hopefully rebuilding some armor. Do you feel bored while doing the series, or does it feel new? No, I don't actually feel bored. I think the only burnout I've gotten from the series comes when I'm like the main workload of like editing down. Like I checked one of my episode once before I had deleted all the footage for it, but it was like exactly 50 hours of playtime. And so I think for me, like I get very bored when trying to condense down that into like a bite-sized half hour, 45-minute video. That's like definitely the main part of burnout. Playing wise, I don't think I've really gotten tired of yet. Yeah, I've been enjoying the playing quite a bit. 999, we were so close. We're so close to that day 1000. Should I stay up through the night, or should we sleep to get to 1000? Because I'm a ways from home, so like I don't want to risk dying out here, because that would be quite annoying. But I almost feel like I should. I can't just like, yeah, I can't sleep through it and get to it. That's boring. Can you show us how many hours you played? Unfortunately, it is measured in days now. But yeah, I'd be happy showing these statistics. What is that? It's just under time played, I think. T, right? Time played 9. We're coming up on 10 days. 10 days and 1,000 hours. Do you like horror mods? I've never tried them. I enjoy a horror game, but I definitely get scared by them, and I'm sure I would with Minecraft too. But no, I haven't played any of them. I think, I don't know if I necessarily like them though, because I don't think any of them are truly like. If you played them for more than like an hour, I'm sure you kind of figure out the pattern of it, or like it's not as scary when you see the pattern of like how it works, or when you understand how it works, right? For the fun of it, stay up. Okay, I'm down. We can stay up. I'm in the Discord. Which channel? It's under the forums. So under the forums on the left side, it's called like limited progression final list, or something like that. And it will be like a screenshot at the very top of it, like the original post that has like an Excel screenshot of the different stages. I do want to make a nicer infographic of it though, but I don't want to do that until I know it's set in stone. Feels bad, man. Yo, Bean, never tried a horror mod. Bean, what horror mod would you recommend? Almost 232 hours. You don't need to out me like that. Can you lift 1 million billion pounds? Noah, excellent question. I think I can. If you have 50 hours of footage, why not make the video longer? That's a good question. I think it's tough figuring out what to cut and what not to cut. And that's something that I'm definitely learning and hopefully getting better at, is stuff that contributes to the main storyline of the video and stuff that doesn't. Like, I don't know if I have an example if I can think of an example, I'll try and think of something, but, like, okay, in the newest one, also my game's frozen right now. I'm loading some new chunks. In my newest episode, I didn't mention that I had updated to 1.21.5, I don't think. I did originally say that in the recording. I was planning on including that, because like I found a chicken that was spawned on by a baby piglin or something. Like I saw a new chicken and it kind of caught me off guard because I thought it was like a golden chicken, or like I saw like cactus flowers. Like I saw some of these things, but it kind of, while that doesn't sound too bad, like enough of those things stacked up and you kind of lose the plot of the main video, right? Like if I just keep doing things like that, it's like it distracts from the main thing that should be happening in the video of like whatever challenge I'm doing or whatever build I'm doing, gathering resources, whatever it is. Like too many of those distractions can cause issues there. So that's the main reason, like I kind of cut them down quite a bit. But beyond that, I think like I try and cut out things that are not too, like everyone kind of has the same experience, like the reason you cut down like you don't need to see me actually gathering blocks for an hour, like I have a lot of playtime in preparation or in building or things that I still show on screen, but just kind of presented in a condensed format. My wife and I tried the Fear Nightfall mod pack and it was pretty fun. Okay. Mod pack. Is there one main horror mod within that, or is it like a collection of horror mods? That desert is sick. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I had a short idea that I wanted to make for a while. That was how at the border between a between a mangrove forest and a desert, there's always like a weird spike, like a weird cliff. And I don't know why that is. I have a feeling it has something to do with like the values that Minecraft uses. Like when you look at your F3 screen, there's where are they at? There's like your continentalness, your heat, your humidity, something like that. Like they're just these values that are constantly shifting, and that's what makes the biomes. And so I'd assume it has something to do with that, but I've always noticed them. Yeah, I thought that'd be a funny short, but I don't know if there's enough to do there. Blueprinted, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by. She read Noah's, but not mine. Ari, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ari. The series awakened my 12-year-old self. Dude, that's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. That is, someone's cooked here. It's funny when you play the game for the first time, like you don't realize it, but then after that, you just try for so long to play it again like you're playing it for the first time. Should update to 1.21.6. Well, guess what? Guess what I am? I don't know if there's a way I can easily show it. Maybe like in my mod menu or something. Does it say 1.21.6? We're on it. That was the other reason I was waiting to start recording the next episode, because I would like to. I'll say that. That's maybe a spoiler for the next one. Is I'd like to do some happy gas stuff. If that was not obvious, I think this building this city in the Nether is very like vertical. You're building very much on the face, and having the happy gas I think is going to be huge to do that. So, how do you want to celebrate 1,000 days? You know, I know I'm probably building up like it's going to be a big thing. I'll tell you what I did. I packed some fireworks in my lunchbox. So we're gonna set off some fireworks, and we're probably gonna say woo. Cobblemon opinion. I love Cobblemon. I haven't actually played it. Love to play it. It seems like every update they added just seems cooler and cooler. Such a big fan of it. Specifically, maybe I'm starting some beef here. I think it's better than the Pixelmon. I just like the style of it more. I think it fits more with Minecraft. But yeah, I would love to. Actually, yeah, I had a video idea. I don't know. I don't want to do anything like, I don't want to start any new projects besides the series. Like I just want to be working on the series, but I would love to do a Cobblemon video at some point. But yeah. I've definitely slowed down my pace of play and started appreciating styling my builds or using systems I never did before, like trading. Yeah, right on. I think that I didn't realize when I first started this that people would want to play the exact challenge I am. So like it's kind of shifted my. Did I find a single ruined portal here? Dang, I thought they were easy to find in deserts. But yeah, I thought I've kind of shifted the challenges from being purely for the video. Like for example, I don't think that when you're playing through, you should have to level up a llama all the way, because that was a grindy task, and that's something I would do for the video. But when I realized how many people are actually playing through it on their own, I kind of want to shift the challenge so they're doable that way. But also, I don't think you need to play the exact challenge. Like I get it. I get wanting to have a rule set that you didn't set up so it doesn't feel like you're cheating. Ooh, this is dangerous. Okay, I thought that was for sure gonna end right there. But like, if you can just play slower, even if you don't want to do the goals, if you want to change the challenge, whatever, however you're able to achieve just playing slower and enjoying the phase, I think that's huge. It's huge. Hello. How are you doing? How are you doing, Bean? Watching from Poland. Well, hello to Poland. Actually, hold up. Oh, I hope I don't butcher this. I remember I had this a Polish viewer a couple years ago, and I learned how to say hello, I think. This is coming from a very American lad who doesn't know how to speak any other languages, but is it Sheish Vitai? It's something like that. Hopefully you can at least hear what I was going for. Sheish Vitai? I don't know, man. It's something like that. It was years ago that I learned. When it comes out for Java, are you going to use vibrant visuals? No, I think I'll keep it. I think I'll keep the vanilla look. If you've seen my 100 days or 100 farms in 100 days series, or not series, that one episode, I changed shaders constantly through that. And I think I realized I just prefer the vanilla Minecraft look. I think it's like most people who would like shaders also can tolerate the vanilla Minecraft. But then people who only like vanilla Minecraft like won't really tolerate shaders as much. So I think it's better for me from like a video making standpoint to just go purely vanilla. But I also think, I mean, this series is about exploring Minecraft in its purest form. So I think it makes sense to do just vanilla texture pack, vanilla shaders. Although I did make one change. I do have one texture pack on. Also, if there's any X-ray packs here, they're old. I don't use them. I feel like I need to feel like I need to say that. But this, I have this shield one, and it just makes the shield lower on the screen, so it doesn't take up as much of the screen. Vibrant visuals, that is fair. Vibrant visuals is vanilla, so maybe. Do they plan on releasing that for Java? I'd always thought that was a. Oh, do I have a shield? Hold up. Hold up. I don't have a shield. I need a shield because that can be bad. Give me 1 second. You guys get to see live how bad of a Minecraft player I am. Okay, and I'm not sleeping tonight because we got to get to day 1000. We got to get to day 1000 without sleeping. I mean, I've slept many days, but all right. Let's see what we got down here. Okay. Bane of dude, you're gonna give me Bane of Arthropods. I need enchanted books, but honestly, I don't even know if that one's worth taking. Let me see here. Almost 1000. Huge cheat alert. X-ray. I know. The thing is, I never clear out my texture packs. I need to go through and like any of my old texture packs. Like I just should empty it out because like look at how many I have. Where's it at? Options, video set. No, resource packs. It's like I just have like a ridiculous amount of texture packs. Like I just need to get rid of some of them. Sometimes I'll just use them for like I need it for like a visual or something, and I'll just like quickly swap around some files or something in one. But I got way too many. Good thing you have seed on the. Wait, have I leaked the seed? How do I need to be careful of like where could I accidentally leak the seed? Because I don't want to. I don't want to leak it. I will like to take some bones. Okay, this was kind of a dud of a. We'll grab that because I can't get it elsewhere. Okay, I will say that just did remind me though. Saddles, man. Saddles are tough. I hear them. Saddles are tough because they just changed them in this version to be craftable and like removed them as loot from a lot of places. And so it's kind of messed up this challenge for anyone starting 1.21.6. So that's something I still got to sort out. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to, but that is something I need to figure out. Where do you get the visuals for your videos? So most of them are probably Minimator. It's a like 3D animation program specifically for Minecraft that has all the Minecraft assets like preloaded, and like you can just create a character, create a mob, whatever, and then like animate it as you need to. And that's what I use for like the scoreboard, or like I did like on my recent one, I had a material collecting progress bar, and like I did that on Minimator. And then any of the heavier stuff I would need is through Blender. Like my thumbnails I like to make in Blender because they get a little bit nicer lighting. But yeah, mostly Minimator. In your hotbar slot 1, oh, you have a plant seed. Okay. Okay, that's fair. That scared me because I don't want to give out the seed, and I guess this is my one opportunity to really mess that up. What color of harness will you give your happy gas? That is a great question. Surely pink. Surely pink, right? What else would I don't know. Yeah, probably pink. The saddle change is going to throw a wrench into a ton of challenge styles. There's so many challenges that rely on loot tables. Oh, true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That is true. That is true. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, technically they are still available rarely in villages, as far as I know. You can get them like, oh, I see another desert temple over that way. You can get them rarely in villages, and you can kill llamas. You can kill llamas and maybe fish them up, I think, or like the 3 ways you still could for this challenge. But it's still just a little bit grindier than I think I'd want it to be. Like for the whole stage of like getting horses and stuff before iron, like I don't want them to be that grindy. Like I feel like the stage should be about like making the most of what the vanilla game is, and like they feel like they're just so firmly cemented in the Iron Age now because it takes iron to craft them, and they're very difficult to get before that. So I don't know. How long stream gonna be? I have no idea, but I'm having a lot of fun, so probably a little while. Probably a couple more hours, I would think. Game name? Oh, this one is Minecraft. Yep. I'm gonna make a data pack or mod for this challenge. It'd be really good. Okay, I don't want to say too much on this, but I have talked with someone before about it. I would love to commission. I'll say this: it's not happening right now, but I really want to make a server that has a mod that enforces this. So it's like still vanilla, like it just kind of stops like mobs from, or stops things from spawning that you're not supposed to get yet, or like stops whatever. Like it is still vanilla, but like, I don't know, just tweaked to make it better for a server. But no, nothing in the works right now. Also, I'm a big Counter-Strike player, so you can check me clearing all these angles. Isn't that funny how I'm really, really good at Counter-Strike and very, very bad at Minecraft? I say that. That would be an insane clip to get me dying right as I said that. Portugal here. Yo, hello. Hello to Portugal. Can you find the seed by the bedrock pattern? You could. You could find the seed by the bedrock pattern. And I open anyone. If you can do that for my videos, go for it. I don't think I've showed the bedrock pattern, but yeah, you could. It takes a lot of work though. Like it's not something that I think people usually do if, I should probably also take the TNT. I'm not gonna though. It's not something that I think people would do for just any world though. Like it's gotta be a pretty significant world, I think, because it takes a long time of like guesswork and like checking through seeds. Because there's not a way to like reverse engineer it other than just bulk testing, I think. Like just testing seeds and see if it lines up. You gotta show us your CS skills sometime. I probably won't. I probably won't, but just trust I have them. What shader other thing do you use to be able to see so well in the dark? I use gamma utils. Gamma utils, yeah. And it allows me to like tweak the brightness here. But yeah, I wouldn't be doing that if I wasn't making videos. I think that, I mean, that's the only thing that really feels like cheating for me is to be able to see so well in caves and in the dark. Like I don't like it, but it's kind of a necessity. You're gonna collect all harnesses for the happy guest. There's not much of a reason to collect them all because they're just dying all the different ones, right? Okay. Make sure I'm not being hunted. I think we can go and get our fireworks out because I believe it is also, or it is almost sunrise here. My inventory management is abysmal right now. Get our fireworks. The big celebration. Hello, Nuts. I was wondering what games you play other than Minecraft. So definitely Counter-Strike. That's definitely my addiction right now. Love me some CS. I've got like 3,000 hours on Counter-Strike. I've played for a long time. I love that one. I grew up playing Call of Duty, but I haven't played that one in a long time. Pokemon games. I'm a big Pokemon Go fan, so I will be going to Go Fest this year. Which is just a global event, but I'm going to be participating in it both days, all day, this weekend. What others? Little Big Planet was a childhood game of mine. Huge fan of that. Haven't played it in a long time. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of more of an answer of like all-time top list, but CS is my current only other one that I'm really playing. When did you start playing Minecraft? I remember in middle school. I know I played on Pocket Edition Lite, and it was like, I think when only beta was still out. So sometime like around 2010, 2011, I want to say. Pretty early on, but I don't know the exact date. I didn't have a computer to play it on for a long time, so it was always Pocket Edition and Xbox 360 Edition. 7.5 episodes is crazy. Well, I mean, that's the challenge though, right? All right. How long until it is day 1000? Can I set fireworks off from? Maybe if I crouch, I can set them off on my boat. We're almost there. The sun is coming up on day 1000. I'm basically an OG. Man, I do love the vanilla sunrises though. They kind of nailed it with that one. Actually, let me take that off. Nothing matching a trident right now. Come on. I'm gonna try and call it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1. Half. I really thought that it would have been day 1000 by now. 1000! Oh, that's embarrassing. I can't set them off from my boat. Hold on. let me go over to land and we'll set them off. Day 1000. What a special day. Woo! Day 1000. We did it. We did it. Well, that's all I had planned. Thank you for coming, folks. I'll still stream for a little while, but we hit day 1000. Happy new millennium. Is that how long is millennium 1000? That's probably right. Very exciting. Very exciting. Man, what are your guesses on at 1 year? So when was the first episode was like August? I want to say September or August, I think. Well, how many days do you think I'll have by then? I think we hit 2000 before 1 year. The stream ends now. No, the stream will not be ending. I will continue streaming. I'll probably stream until we get home, but I'm not heading home yet. I just want to do some exploring. Oh, right. I need to be looking. This has got to be a new desert, right? So I need to get some of these new desert bushes. Are there any new desert bushes yet? Maybe I just need to go one way super far out instead of kind of like curving around like I am. Yeah, we're only 5,000 blocks out. Honestly, I've been around 5,000 for quite a while. You need to make a spot in the sandcastle for the happy ghast. Oh, I guess you're technically right. That would be a pet. No, I think I'll keep the pet, or I think I'll keep the castle as it is with just kind of like the main, because like I didn't put axolotls in there, and those are kind of fall in the pet category. I think the happy yes spot's gonna have to be in the nether. All right, we'll go to this one first, and then we'll head over to that one. New Pokemon leak: Wind and Waves. Winds and Waves? Is that like the? Oh, so that's the next like mainline game. I'll be honest, I haven't been good about keeping up with the mainline games. Like I know of them, but most of my new gen Pokemon knowledge comes from Pokemon Go. Like I've been introduced to a lot of new Pokemon that I had not heard of from Pokemon Go. Have you tried the Big Chad Guys Plus mod? Yeah, it's one of my favorite mods. No, I have not. I've not tried the Big Chad Guys Plus mod. So if that is something terrible, I'm sorry I just endorsed it. You can add a moat to the castle for the axolotls. You know, that would look good. That would look good. It kind of already has the built-in moat, though, being on an island. Maybe I can... Oh, there is... I do have water in there, though. I do just have, like, a lake in there that I think is fully contained, so maybe we can toss them in there. Okay, always got to check, because, like, I don't have my... This is what it would normally look like. Wait, do I have night vision on? Oh, I had night vision on. This is normally what it looks like, and so I'm, like, so used to seeing the... like increased gamma version of it that I forget things are actually dark sometimes. It's the other downside of using that. Are diamonds not allowed on stage? They are not. They are not. Yep, so we can't take these. Quick charge and lure. Dude, I'm not getting anything useful with the books. Curse of Vanishing. That's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. Flame. That's not terrible. I can't complain about that one. We'll grab that. I also should have another bundle. I don't know where my other bundle is right now. Because usually I keep one for... Ooh. I accidentally clicked it. Luckily, I've already failed that achievement and accidentally picked them up before, so it didn't count that. Do I take these books? Quick charge? Probably not. Because I don't think I really care to do that until... Lure. Yeah, I'll be able to enchant a fishing rod by the time I'm using it, probably. Yeah, let's go now on those. And then Curse of Vanishing, that can also stay. I've always thought it would be really fun though to, if I had like a hardcore world, if you had a hardcore world, you should do this, is on your full set of armor, make each piece vanishing, because there's really no reason not to, as far as I know. And I feel like it'd be fun to have your main full set also have a curse on it. Oh, this is what I've been looking for. Okay, this is what we needed. You should try banana soup from Banana Soup Enjoyer. Thank you for the recommendation. How does one make banana soup? Most useless book doesn't even have other enchantments. Isn't that insane? But if it did, if you got a Curse of Vanishing enchantment, or if you had a Curse of Vanishing book and it had other enchantments on it, would you still use it? Like if it had, like what enchantment would it have to have on it for you to use it? Or is there not one? Where's the diamond zombie? I have him. I think I could remember how to get to him. He's down in the in one of like the branches from my cave. Maybe cursed should have good sides. Honestly, I kind of think they need more curses. Is that a hot take? I think there should be more curses than there are now. I'm always a big fan of whenever they make the game more difficult in some way. I think that too often we see updates that make the game easier, but I love when they update it to also make it more difficult. Oh, we can go and combine these. Oh, that's another stat. When it comes to like making pickaxes, I don't know what, times mined, it's not gonna be on that. Times crafted maybe? I craft a lot more pickaxes than I break. Okay, that's a stone pickaxe. I have an iron pickaxe here. Iron pickaxe. I've broken 12 iron pickaxes and crafted 556. I really try not to break them. I always try and combine them back together because you do get a little bit extra health when you do that. Curses don't make it more difficult since you just don't use them. But like, what if you could roll a curse on the enchantment table? Like, what if there's just a chance of it happening? Or maybe like, what if there was some way of like, if you set up the books wrong, or like if you didn't have enough books, or some other mechanic that like could cause, like if you don't enchant well in some way, then it also will give it a curse. That could be cool. Okay, well this is a pretty useless chest, but I do want to write down coordinates. I'm gonna try and start keeping track of these. 10, this one is ways out though, so I don't know if I'll ever use it for anything, but 1049, 5120. Oh wait, it was negative 1049? Negative 1049, 5120. Negative 1049, 5120. I have an idea. I have an idea that I would like to do in the next episode maybe, or in the next one of the next Nether episodes that involves these. So I wanna know where some are at. But that would be a pain because you can't, oh right, you can't actually, ooh, okay, that is true. If you roll a curse, those are something that can't be grindstoned away. So you are stuck with them. But maybe that would encourage you to be good at enchanting. Like maybe enchanting is something you need to be good at. I don't know. Or like, what if there was, and this is probably getting away from the vanilla, but like, what if you had some kind of like morality compass, you know, or like some other thing in game that if you had it too low, your enchantments would be bad. Like some kind of chakra or something, you know, that if it got too low, or if maybe that's the purpose of XP is like, the higher your XP, well, no, I guess XP's already got its own system, but something like that, like another system, like if you kill too many mobs, suddenly you start getting curses when you enchant. Something to encourage you to play differently. I don't know. I'm a big fan of yours, Yo Taffet. I appreciate that. Thank you. It'd be cool if some piece of gear that is cursed gets a cheaper repair cost on the anvil. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So maybe an upside in terms of something like that, like cheaper. Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe the curse could be like a monkey's paw sort of thing where there's like, it gives you something good, but it also takes something good. You know, like what are they called in One Piece? Is it gum fruit, or is that just one of them? Like a kind of thing where it gives you something good, but it also takes away something. That could be cool. A Faz reference. Got some Faz addicts in the chat. Death Ninja, hello, how are you doing? Hear me out. You can add a curse for better enchants. Okay, JJ, I'm gonna hear you out, but I don't know what that means. You can add a curse for better enchant. Oh, you mean, okay, so like, let me see if I'm getting this right. Like you would add a curse manually to your tools and then you would enchant it and then it would like roll something better? Maybe? Devil fruits, right, that's what I was going for. Do you think 1.22 will be an end update? It is funny. It is funny because the end update feels like it was still pretty recently, but it is definitely overdue now. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that they've kind of talked about straying away from big updates like that, like doing that all at once. I guess that's not to say that they won't still alter it then. I don't know. I hope so. I'd love to see a use for the end beyond just looting it. Like it'd be really cool to have a reason to set up a base there. Cause I never set up an end base, but like I'd like to. I think that'd be really cool if there was an in-game reason, like you would need to have an outpost way out in the end. Wait, is that, I've looted this before? Dang, so I'm really not in, new chunks. One sec, my music has stopped. So I put together a playlist literally this morning of like all the songs I use in my videos, or some of them that I thought could work well in a stream. And it's only 45 minutes, so I got to keep restarting it. May, hello. Or maybe you need to have a curse before having the highest level in an enchant. I don't know. I think there should still be a way to get in-game good items. Oh, like what if there could be a curse that allows you to put on like protection 4 and like fire protection 4, like something that allows you to get those OP items again, but then it is like a trade-off of like, I don't know, like it breaks twice as fast or something, right? Or like maybe it makes you move slower, or like some kind of curse like that, right? That could be cool. Maybe you could roll a higher level enchant with low level, but with the chance to get a curse. Oh, yeah. So like if you roll a level 30 enchant, then it's like you're guaranteed to get those enchants without curse. But if you try and get a 30 tier enchant without like actually having the 30 levels, then it like rolls it wrong. So like you could still click on them, right? Even if you don't have the levels, but then it has a increasing. I kind of like that. That could be cool. But then I think if they did that, then there need to be more curses, right? Like I think it would need to be more than just binding and vanishing. Like we need to have some other things. Yeah, Churcher. I think even before the end of the world, I'd like to drop the seed. I'd like to drop the seed, or like allow people to have access to it and like world download, whatever, stuff like that. I'd like to do that kind of as soon as there's nothing really left for me to be spoiled. Like by the time I'm in the end, like I don't really care if people tell me where like, you know, a shipwreck is, or like a in city with a ship. Like I don't care getting that kind of stuff spoiled. It's more like I didn't want the nether to be spoiled, you know, like what biome I had there, or where my stronghold is, like, oh, your stronghold's gonna be under a really cool mountain, you know, like I don't want things like that. So as soon as there's nothing really left big like that can be spoiled, I think I'll probably drop it. So it will be sometime around the end of the series. Like curse of insert potion. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm sure there's some potions that could work as curses. Patiently looking forward to the next eps. Yeah, you know, anyone who enjoys these series, I know is a patient person because they do take a minute to get out. I didn't know how much I needed your content until this. Dude, you're being too nice to me. You're being too nice, Vanilla. Can you be my friend? Yeah, we can be best friends. No, I'm just a streamer guy. How many more ages are there? 9. Maybe. We'll see by the time I get there if there actually are. There's some that are like, I still don't know around that. I think anything ocean is probably fair game. It's probably going to be condensed down into 1. But then like pillagers, trial chambers, stuff like that, I could see kind of moving around a little bit. Don't have time to watch stream, but I want to say I truly love your series. Made me love Minecraft again. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm best friends with Nuts. Imagine a curse for sword that makes you get damaged. Almost like thorns before a sword. Curse of backfire. That's kind of nice. That's got a ring to it. Curse of raids. Just when you use it, it like gives you ominous effects or something. So like if you're in a village, like you can't use that in there or something. And yeah, it's tough because Minecraft has the ability to have a lot of really cool content to it. Also, I think I might start not like heading home, but like maybe going out further in a different direction. I guess I kind of am. But yeah, Minecraft has a ton of different like avenues for like, you know, that you could add so many more enchantments, but like at what point is it too much content? You know, like it kind of feels more like modded and you'll lose the plot too fast. Because it's really fun to think about these enchantments, but I don't know if in reality, if I'd actually like to have them in the game. Bro, forgot the copper stage. I think that there should be copper tools and armor. I don't know exactly how you fit that in because you can level up so fast already. Like, I don't really think that there's like, it's probably about as useless as chainmail, where it's like, there's not really much of a purpose. By the time you're able to get it, you're already past it. But I think copper tools and armor makes sense, and it would be cool if that was a use for them. I definitely need plenty of iron. I haven't gotten a single new item. Oh, there is a chest here. I haven't gotten a single new item. We're gonna leave that. Will you ever make a lush cave base? It depends. I could see something like that. I really want to try and build everything in the same area, mostly, like around just that same plains biome that I've been building things. I'd like to kind of keep it all right there because I like stuff being close together like that. So yeah, I'll probably keep it all around the same spot. But if I ever have something like if I need an outpost for some reason, like maybe if my end portal's in a lush cave, I could see that being an opportunity for that, but I don't think I'll go out of my way to. No caveman stage. Yeah, not really a caveman stage. It's the way I try and look at it is it's almost like if you did a normal playthrough, like not thinking of a challenge, just you're playing the game, it's almost like you take a section that would have taken you maybe an hour and then you just extend that for a few weeks. So like, the first one is like, you just get the very earliest tools. Like you log into the world and you already have those tools, but then you just go with that for as long as you can. And that also helps appreciate like the upgrades, because usually stone tools, like leather armor, those are kind of things that you just skip. But then like the next stage would be like, you explore around and find your base. So then that's the age of exploration and looting and getting horses and like, and that. And then you got the Stone Age, and it just kind of lengthens these like the phases you go through anyway. So I don't know if everyone has a caveman phase, but you could definitely still have a caveman phase as like the Stone Age. Who's your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Probably I'll give you 3. I'm gonna go Ethos Lab, Mumbo Jumbo, and Low Res Bones. Those are probably my 3 favorites. I pretty much always watch all of their videos. Those are ones that are an easy click for me every time. It'd be so customizable with trims and stuff too. True. Dude, that's something that we need is trims for tools. I'm telling you, tools need to be able to have trims. I know there's not a whole lot of surface area for like cool things on it, but like I just want the ability to like maybe embossing. It's like you can customize it just by like, you don't even get trim patterns, but just you can like just use the material. So like maybe there's only like 7 variations or whatever it is, 7 or 8. No, there's more than that. Like 15 materials you can trim with that you could just craft those together with your tool somehow and just like put an edge on it of a different color. That would be cool. Mumbo, yeah, dude, I've been loving him and like his Jake Kelton craft inspired the whole Buildstone arc in the Minecraft community right now. If you haven't seen it, Mumbo's base or as it stands right now is super sick. Very like, that's very inspiring stuff. I love seeing the things where it's like you kind of look at Minecraft in a new lens. That's also why I'm a big fan of Etho. I think he was one that introduced me to a lot of these kind of like new, like I remember I first saw Ender porters, is that what they're called? Like interpearl stasis chambers. I first saw those from him, and that was such a cool concept at the time. Or like I saw one a while ago where he was making like gradient lighting, where you make a tunnel and like the lights are at increasing distances away from like where the light is emitted from. So it kind of like fades in and out if you like have a bunch of, I don't know if I can explain this well. Like let's say you like, these are all redstone lamps here, right? These are all redstone lamps, these 3 blocks. And then you're in this tunnel like right here. And then this one lights up, then this one lights up, or this one lights up, then this one lights up, then this one lights up. It almost creates like a brightening effect. Like it goes from dim to bright, but like you only see right here. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like concepts like those that kind of make you look at the game differently. And I feel like Ethos is very good at bringing those or coming up with those. When are you joining Hermitcraft? I don't know if Hermitcraft's ever accepting new members, and I don't know if I would fit. I mean, I'd love it. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see that as a possibility. Hot take: there should be staffs when you can cast spells that cost XP. Yeah, I'd be up for that. I'd be up for some more magic in the game. Ooh, there's a ruined portal. I would definitely be up for some more magic in the game. Now, would that be something, should they implement a mana system, or should it be based off XP? That's the question. Or is that getting too into like, what is it, Thaumcraft, I think is the modded variation, right? Like, is that getting too modded? Because you always want Minecraft to feel vanilla. Like, it can add an infinite amount of things, but there's some things that just will always feel vanilla. What is the best biome? I think my old answer would have been mushroom biomes, just because they're unique and they have like really green grass when you transform it, no mob spawn, super cool, rare. I like mushrooms, like that's cool. But I think my better answer now is the old growth spruce and pine. I'm gonna just group them into one. The old growth biomes where they got like the mossy cobblestone rocks and the tall trees. I think that those are the best biome. Too much modded. Yeah, I could see magic getting too much modded. I could see it getting too much modded. Although I do like when they make steps to like overhaul the way that combat works and, make like swords and axes and tridents and maybe crossbows, make them all relevant somehow. But yeah, that's probably getting a little too modded. All right, what do we got here? We are in some new chunks. I actually don't have lodestones on this world because, well, I guess 1.21.5, I think, was when they made them craftable with iron. but I haven't made any yet. So these are my first lodestones. Love to see it. We got Aqua Affinity Helmet. We'll take it. And a Curse of Vanishing chestplate. Awesome. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and mark these coordinates. Whoop. 685 3859. 685 3859. I just want to have these down. And then I also need to, my inventory is not very well managed right now. Well, we're going to do some cleaning up here. Honestly, I have a gold farm now. We don't need that. I'm always scared doing that though, because I oftentimes will throw the wrong item in. Can you craft a trident? No, you cannot craft a trident. And I think I like that. I don't think you should be able to craft a trident. At least, I'm not out of date there, right? You can't craft a trident. I think. Minecraft is listing, so it gave you curse. Yeah, I was like, if you like it so much, here you go. If you want more curses, here's one for you. Is this what you want? I don't even know what can I want from a village? I don't think there's anything that like really I would need right now. Yeah, we're good. Are you in diamonds or nah? No, we are still in the, yeah, so I think that this could be a confusing thing. I don't know how well I've outlined this, but like the world isn't necessarily broken up into stages of, not that this is what you were saying, but it's not necessarily broken up into stages of purely materials and armor, but it's kind of like core systems or core like parts of the game. Like the nether is the stage I'm on. And so like, while I don't get any new armor or anything from the nether, it's like, it's that phase of the game where I'm in the nether now. So diamonds are not yet. No, you cannot craft a trident. Okay, that was what I thought. I was like, I know I've seen some stuff before. I don't know if like in modded things, but I know I had seen some stuff before, and so I didn't know if that was something that was official. Now that you can craft saddles, there's a lot of stuff that I thought that they would never do. Auto crafters are still blows my mind a little bit that that's a vanilla thing now. Holy guacamole, I'm catching one of these. Hi, Mr. Nuts, your videos single-handedly make me want to play Minecraft again. That is the best compliment I could get. Thank you so much. Definitely play. Start a world and play it. You don't even have to do the challenge. Just enjoy it. Savor each part that you're in the world. Hopefully I haven't missed too many ruin portals. I haven't really gotten an upgrade. I mean, that's Aqua Affinity, which isn't, I don't know, that's not all that. The nether phase should be using netherite. It's funny that, I mean, yeah. Oh, here's a question for you. Should I go to a bastion yet? Or should bastions be later in the game? You know, because their loot, I think they have some diamond loot. They have like templates, like the netherite template specifically. I can get netherite as loot. And I don't want to do netherite until later in the game. And they're like kind of difficult too. So my thought was save them for later. Because I mean, if I go to them now, I will have to avoid a lot of the loot, which is something I do anyway. So it's not terrible, but. Are you going to do an age of trading? There will be a villager age. There will be a villager age. Yep. I guess, yeah, maybe age of trading is more accurate because I'll probably kind of do wandering trader stuff then. Although there's not really like a lot of wandering trader stuff to do. The tough part about Minecraft is it's not as linear of a game as I'm making it. Like stuff isn't just sequential. You know, it's not just like you get the, like, yeah, when it comes to trading, for example, like there is trading that is, I'm further in the game than what would be helpful, right? Like they trade like stone tools or leather armor. And so it does kind of stink to push all of trading as a whole off until the end. But I think with how strong trading is and what all you can get from it, it does make sense to save it all for one time. But yeah, I'd say that's a big drawback of this challenge is like, Minecraft just isn't as simple of a game like that. It's not as linear as like Terraria, for example. Yeah, I'm back. Pokemon Waves and Winds. Wait, I'm back. I'm Pokemon Waves and Winds guy. Welcome back, Killian. Welcome back. We should make Era of Bastions, and it's a war like a Minecraft movie, just yapping. Well, thank you for the yapping. An Age of Bastions. You know, I originally did kind of consider putting them in with the, like trial chambers, because in a way they're kind of like a challenge to go through, but I don't know. I mean, it's probably the same as like saying a Woodland Mansion's a challenge to go through, so I don't know. I mean, I could see them being then or something. Oh, that's kind of a cool village. Okay, I want to visit that because there's a chance we might see some swamp villagers there. I think this is like the only condition that you see those swamp villagers naturally. Let's see if we got any ultra rare swamp villagers. For my world, I'm allowing trading starting from Iron Age, but limiting what item. See, like in an ideal world, that is exactly how I think you should play, right? Like his kind of keeping, like not limiting yourself as severely as I am, but like kind of the spirit of it and just partial things here and there. It just doesn't work as well for YouTube to say, I'm allowing some trading. But I think that's the best way to doing it. Also, I saw this, I saw a village buried in here. Nobody's pulled up. Yo, Random Tactics, thank you for the tier 1 over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry if that was a jump scare. That's probably kind of loud. I had just recently redone all my alerts so that they're a little bit more subtle. And that was one that it broke my heart a little bit too much to get rid of. That's my classic sub alert, is the shaboom, life could be a dream. So it is back now. I've waited for such a long time for this series and it's the best. Yo, Lorson, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I want to see if we got any swamp villagers here. This is like perfect place for swamp villager if they're going to exist naturally. I mean, how often do you see a swamp like this in the, okay, so it's not on YouTube. It's not on YouTube, but yeah, that is my follow alert for Twitch is the bidding. That's a new one. Wait, that is a swamp villager, right? Is this a swamp nitwit? Swamp nitwit sounds like an insult. You swamp nitwit. I think it is, right? Mr. Dad, I've realized the early game is my favorite part of Minecraft, and this challenge highlights that. I totally agree. In fact, I was a little bit worried. I think it will be fine, because I think we'll kind of try and take it from a unique standpoint. But like, when this series starts getting later, it's funny to say like I'm limiting myself, but then I'm just, I have Elytra. It's gonna be, this series will kind of morph into a more regular series, I think, as it goes on, which is also fine. Like we can really explore and enjoy that part of the game, because I'm sure that there's some stuff to be enjoyed with that. It's so weird seeing a house not dragged down into the ground, like seeing it floating like that. That's funny. I didn't know they could. Okay, so you're not a swamp villager. I really thought we'd see more swamp villagers here. I love the series. Keep it up, yo, Chris. Thank you. I did not realize you had a Twitch channel. Yeah, it's been pretty dormant for a while. YouTube has definitely had my full attention, but yeah. Yep. This is actually my first time ever multi-streaming. So hopefully everything is smooth. If you guys notice any issues, if any sounds off, any whatever, something feels wrong, it probably is. And I probably just am unaware of it. Emerald Age. Yeah, I debated on whether or not emeralds should be saved until then, but I don't know. I mean, I can just save the trading. I can fully like not trade with them and just kind of collect them, and I think that's fine. You could say the same thing about diamonds, but I just feel like it's different with emeralds. I don't know. I'm fine hoarding some emeralds without trading. How long do you play every day? It's funny, I go through weeks phases, so like I play through all the way really before I start editing, or like most all the way. And so like I'll play a week straight, clocking like 8 to 10 hour days of playing. That might be an exaggeration, probably closer to the 8, but and then I just won't play for like 2 or 3 weeks while I'm editing. But yeah, I do play a lot. When you are on Villager Trading Iron Age, you need Trading Age. I don't know why I put iron in there. You need to make a pair of armor with emerald armor trim. That's not a bad idea. I like it. I like it. Yeah. I want to make like maybe this will be a more Diamond Age thing. Oh, this is kind of cool land. I like this. But I want to have a almost Bat Cave-esque armor. Like imagine using like slime blocks to like move armor stamens around, and they each have like a different kind of utility armor on them. So like maybe one of them is like it's got like fire protection. It's like my fire armor, and so it's got the swift sneak maybe because it's a nether set and it's got that. And then like I have my projectile protection. I kind of make like theme sets. I could do a water one that's got a turtle helmet, and I can have a rotating set, and then I could emboss each of them with the trims that kind of correspond to a color that works with them. That could be fun. That's a funky mountain. That almost looks like a village. Is it a village cause? Oh, it is a village causing that. I was gonna say houses kind of spawn these like big clumps or like paths, but that makes a cool looking mountain. I like the way it's like kind of wiggly. Let's go check it out. This is kind of cool land. The British before colonizing most of the world. Yeah, I am British right now, huh? Oh yes, cool land here. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do some pillaging. This is interesting though. You don't really see mountains like this because it requires a village to spawn like that. How long till diamond? So I was looking at it. I hate saying this number without an explanation first, but the amount of episodes I have left in the Nether, it's probably going to be the most episodes I've had yet in a stage, because I want to really build out this city that I'm working on right now. So like I'll probably have 4 to 5 Nether episodes, and then I want to try and squeeze a redstone age into one video, because I think that's doable. If I plan my projects accordingly, I think I should be able to make a 1 episode redstone age, which was my original plan from the start. I wanted to make each episode actually progress in age, but it's just been too much work to do that. But I think redstone I should be able to, and then we'd be on to diamond. So like five episodes or so. When's the next video drop in? Hopefully in about 3 weeks. That'd be when I'd like to see it coming out. Or at this point, yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. That is a ambitious timeline for me though. So I would not be surprised if it's a month. But I had no idea you streamed. This is such a comfy stream. Cassie, I appreciate that. Thank you. I haven't really streamed. I streamed a long time ago, but this is first time I've done it in a while. I used to be a Twitch streamer. That was back in college. I would I didn't really do much YouTube whatsoever. I kind of dabbled with shorts, but then I gave up streaming entirely just to do YouTube stuff. The Wooden Age was 1 episode, Stone Age 2, Iron 3. I guess Nether should be 4. I know, I did see there's kind of a pattern in how long each episode's taking. It's not an intentional pattern. I think maybe it speaks to how balanced the challenge is, that each stage we're getting enough new content to make a new episode. But I also think it is my evolving perception of like what I want the series to be, because the second video was supposed to be the entire pre-Stone Age, like the exploration. It was all just supposed to be that same the same video, but then it just got too long. And so then when I went into the Stone Age, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to plan on splitting this one up. And then as I've gotten more, I've just, try to have a better idea of what I want from each video. Are you interested in architecture? My wife and I have noticed your sketches. Okay, so I do love architecture. I think in a different life, I'd love to really give architecture my all. It's super cool, like specifically in the design and less probably mathematics, if that's possible. I do like some math, but I think I'm more interested in the artistry of it. But those sketches are not hand drawn. I'm sorry if that's sad. I make them in Blender. So what I do is I can either model something or I can drag in Minecraft things. And then there's a special render pipeline that you can use to render just like specific edges. Like you can say like, I only want creases, or I only want the silhouette of something, or I only want, whatever. And it can render it out as a sketch, and then you can kind of mess with the settings and get those. So they still take a little bit of time, but they're not hand drawn. I'm very lucky to have found out that I don't need to do that. Anyone else absolutely hate the new fog they introduced? 100%. I don't know. I see what they were going for, but I just don't think it was implemented very well. I don't like just just pure fog. Not a fan of it. Oh, I got to write down coordinates here as well. I would like it maybe. I guess I like the way their fog was before. Yeah, I don't. I had to download a mod. I'm currently using simple fog control, and it seems to be working pretty well because I'm on 1.20.6, and this is what it looks like. I could disable it entirely, I think, but I still like having some fog at the edges. Kind of gives you a good depth perception. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? 2050 3907. Oops. 2050 3907. Okay. Awesome. Make a mod adding donuts. I used to run a texture pack. I slowly was building this texture pack where I called it Nutterite instead of Netherite, and it would the way it looked was, instead of being cinnamon rolls, it was like a pink donut frosting kind of thing. And then when you applied it to your diamond armor, it would almost kind of make that dripping pink donut-y effect on diamond armor. And so all my tools, then I started doing that. My totem was a donut. And then I realized, for anyone who had not been a part of like watching that or like knew what was going on, it just looked like I was playing with a modded donut armor. So I kind of did away with that, but that was a fun. I agree. I like the donut look. I will give it Rahul. Rahul. I'll give the world download later on in the world. So eventually, but after nothing else can be spoiled for me, because I want to avoid spoilers. What do you plan will be the final age? I think currently calling it the post end game. So you got like, no, you have the end. Okay, yeah, actually the way I have it set out is it's end. So that's like find stronghold, beat dragon 20 times, unlock all the portals. And then the post end, which is going to be elytra and shulker boxes and anything that comes with post end like that, maybe some kind of outer end island base. And then we're going to do the netherite. Because, I was thinking about it. I used to have the netherite before the end, but then I realized that I think the end fight is kind of meant to be done with diamond. Even though it is the end and is the final boss fight, I think that netherite still is kind of belongs in the post game. I think it's a strong enough armor that it should be kind of the last thing you do. Maybe wither. I think wither will go with that, right? So we'll get netherite and fight the wither. I think that's how I have it outlined. But it's in my Discord. If you would ! Discord. If you have not joined, feel free to there. It's under the final. It's called Final List Forum. And it is, oh, that scared me. I thought I did something. That wolf's eyes just turned red. It's called Final List, but it is still when I get to those stages, I might still make some tweaks after playing it and kind of figuring out what's best. So Warden would be post game. No, I did have Warden pretty late in the game, but someone brought it to my attention. I don't remember who. It was in that forum. They talked about how the Warden, it's kind of in the Diamond Age. Because you're not meant to fight it. It's supposed to be a sneaky thing. And a lot of the loot from that is diamond and it's overworld. It just makes sense to be kind of hand in hand with diamond, surprisingly. Because, you think of it being Warden, really tough boss, end game. But I think it actually does make sense in the diamond. No, Tomasero, I'm not going to be using the nether roof. I think that I'm going to avoid that. I'll be avoiding any kind of duping, sand duping farms, TNT duping farms. I'm going to try and kind of keep it to the original vanilla Minecraft experience. Although at this point, the nether roof has become kind of a core part of Java, but I think I will not be using that. You, not gonna lie, look closely at your Minecraft skin, which doesn't, oh wait, you look close. You think I look like my Minecraft skin? I don't know if that one's a compliment. That's funny. I did make him in my likeness. No, that is funny though. Is this what I look like? Is it a 1-to-1? Do you see the vision? Okay, let's see. Mending. Ooh, I would like some mending. I did lose I only ever had mending gold armor. Actually, this would have been killer if I had this before I lost them. Because the reason I wasn't able to wear my gold ones for so much was because they were constantly just ticking down. I don't know if I didn't have unbreaking on them or something, but I just couldn't keep much health on them. So mending would have been awesome if I had that at the right time. But that's fine. We'll take them now. Fortune 1 and a mending pick. I might already have that. If not, I'll grab it. And we'll get some more lodestones. Sweet. And then, of course, got to write down this location, which is 227946. Wait, is that 4646? 22794646. That was my cat Spoon if you saw her. 22794646. Yeah, Spoon is here to say hi. Help me. There's Spoon. Spoon. She has come over to say hello. Back to me. That is one of my two cats. The other one is probably in this cat fort I've made behind me out of a blanket. I think she's in the middle of it right now. Is that a cat? That is a cat. That is my child, Spoon. Okay. Did I get the coordinates written down? Yeah, we're good. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I love Spoon. Me too. Me too, Coda. Will you replicate lost armor or just leave the original armor as is? So what I thought, kind of, what's the art of like when you crack like a fine china dish, you make the seams gold to like highlight the flaw in the fix, right? That concept, if you've heard of that, I'm sure there's a name for it. I forget what that name is, but maybe kind of in that idea, maybe we make a new armor and use different trim, but also wear different trim colors, but wear it with our old armor to kind of show that recovery, right? I'm making it deeper than it is. It's just Minecraft, but like, I think I am not going to try and recreate them one for one. I think I'm going to take that loss and we will act like it did happen, because it did. I'm not gonna try and make it go away. Why are you ignoring me? E, it's because I don't like you. That is why I have not been reading your chat specifically, and that is a joke. I'm not reading every chat right now, so but I'll try. I'm trying. Just a camera that takes up like 50% of the screen, only Spoon. If she would sit still, sit still for long enough, I'm sure I could. We could do this. We could do this while she's looking out the window. She knows I'm talking about her. That's why she's looking at me now. Can you give me a tour of your overworld base? I'd be happy to. We are a ways away from it. We are ways away from it right now. Oh, my frames are dropping. Okay. But when I get back, I'd be happy to. We can kind of go through, and if you guys have any questions about anything,
I'm a big fan
I'd
of
be happy to
this
show
series.
it.
It's been cool to see your channel grow over the years, Colin.
Yo, Colin! Holy dude, Colin. That is not a name I was expecting to see. That's insane, dude. Okay, I'm not gonna leak anything about you right now, but I saw where you're working at. Super, super cool. I saw you on a YouTube video too, man, with like with what's his name? The whole like hack squad thing. That is so sick, dude. But thank you. It's good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you. What's his name? Not Colin. Michael Reeves, right? Michael Reeves hosted some kind of event. Been very cool, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, buddy. Would you like to add thirst mod on Diamond Age? I won't be adding any mods. And actually, I think the more I think about it, because I've thought about this before, I don't think that thirst has a place in Minecraft. Ooh, we're getting bundles. I needed a bundle, so that's actually perfect. We'll bundle up some of this stuff. Yeah, I think thirst is a little bit too much for Minecraft anyway. Like, I think it kind of gets to the point where like I think hunger is about as far as you want to go before it starts getting annoying. Like, I love, like, for example, what's that new game that's like a Minecraft clone, but like actually pretty good. I know it's a very difficult game, but it's also pretty realistic. And I think the more realistic you get with things like that, kind of unless you fully embrace it, it kind of makes the game less fun. Like, I think there's a place for it, but I think I like Minecraft as it is. I don't know if that was cohesive at all, but hopefully that made sense. Okay, let's see. Let's do... I can also get rid of this iron nuggets. And then there we go. Dude, I'm telling you, I know I made a whole short on these bundles, but using them like that, where you keep the blocks, the ingots, and the nuggets all in one bundle has been like a huge, huge upgrade. Because now whenever I get iron, I can like, if it starts to get too full, I can just condense it down into the higher form. And if I ever get 64 blocks in there, then I can just dump it out because I don't need to have all that on me. We all love the gatto. Yes, Spoon. We love Spoon. And Pumpkin. Pumpkin is my other cat. You've been walking for ages. Where are you going? Yeah, sorry. For anyone who is just now joining, my goal right now is to get some better armor, and also like I want to. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it. If you haven't seen my new episode, go watch it. It came out Tuesday. But we suffered a loss, and I'm trying to get some new gold armor. I'll say that. And I hadn't gone exploring since I updated 1.21.5, so I don't have like firefight bushes and the other stuff that comes with it. And now that I say that, I realize I have not gotten any since I've been out. But if I pass by some of that, I do want to grab that too. I definitely know I'm in new chunks though, because I'm getting things like lodestones from ruin portals. Where do you find the firefly bushes at? What biome are those in? These chunks are old. Oh, are they? I didn't think I've explored out this far. How can you tell that they're old? If I died like that, I'd give up for real. Unfortunately, it is not that simple. But yeah, that was tough. You know what sucked the most about it though? Was that I did it right after I restocked my iron. Like I had just restocked my iron bundle. I'd gone out mining, spent a few hours collecting a bit more iron because I just ran out, and then I I lost it. That was surprisingly the most killer thing. This world's out to get me. Swamp and rivers. Oh, okay. So I'm did I see mangrove around here? Oh, we're at a jungle. Swamp and rivers. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. What else do I need to be looking for? There's like a bush, right? Oh, I guess, yeah, also leaf litter. If there's leaf litter, then I know I'm in a new chunk. Yeah, new chunks would have leaf litter there, right? Okay. You should have seen dry grass and bush. Oh, true. True. Okay. Hey, wait, dry grass is in the desert, right? Or can you get that everywhere? What if when you finish the series, you actually don't finish it, and every update you make a 1.20? Okay, I like that concept. I almost think that concept is better served as like doing that from the beginning. Like I remember there's someone, I think it was Frolin, who I was talking to in stream a couple days ago, who had said that they were playing through it something similar, but where they do that. So they start at like the earliest stage and then, or the earliest update, like version of Minecraft, and then after they do everything that they think they can in that stage, like, you know, fully experience that era of Minecraft, then they update. And I think that's also a pretty fun way to play. I think Minecraft needs rodents, more rodents, more than when you're playing, more than when you join a world and there's one rodent. No, I'm sorry, that's mean. That's me. I'm sorry, Joni. I can be mean if the name is purple. If the name is purple down here, they're from my Twitch community, and they're mean to me, so I can be mean right back. I'll be nice to my red community. If you're typing in red, I'll be nice to you. But if you're typing in purple, I'm gonna be mean. Deserts and Badlands. Okay. Oh, also, I don't want to skip. There was a what do we call it? The temple over here. I've been very mean to Mason. I won't lie. See, thank you for coming clean about that. You little rat. You little rodent. Are you gonna use the double blaze spawner in a farm? Don't be mean though, please. No. Okay. If you have a purple name and you're typing here, do not worry, dude. I'm not just gonna be mean to you because you have the purple name. That's not. I just want new. Yeah. No, I won't be mean to you. He said, "Are you gonna use it? Please don't be mean." It's tough because it's right there. It's in the range of the city. That's kind of why I put the city there. I don't really want that to be a full episode of just making a farm, and I don't want the farm to be a plain farm. You know, I think I want to avoid making farms just like regular whenever I can. Yo, Major, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Minecraft series of the year. Make sure to like the stream. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, I want to do something with it. Some kind of way to get blaze rods from it using those spawners that isn't just a pure farm. Like, I'll tell you an idea I had, or this was kind of a direction I thought about going with it that I don't know if I can or if it will work or not. But what I would really love to do is snowballs damage damage blazes. So what if in the overworld I had portals and then I had snow golems lined up with some kind of thing to aggro them, that they're just blasting snowballs through the portal, that like as blazes fall down, there's just these like portal holes in the wall that snowballs fly out of. Like, I thought that could be kind of cool. That's pretty complicated though, and like I don't know if it's actually possible. Like, I don't know if that would load chunks or like if that would actually be possible to set up, but I think that could be cool. Oh no. Isn't there supposed to be a... Have I looted this one before? Wait a second. Have I looted this? Does this mean I've been here? If there's not a... Hold on. I've been here. Someone's cooked here. What? Okay, definitely not new chunks then. There's only one place this could be, and I That's insane. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of my world, like where things are laid out. I thought I was deep in the west right now, but I'm actually in the east. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm in an entirely different spot than I thought I was. I thought I was on the whole other side of my world. Good to know. Good to know. Do you regularly stream on Twitch, or is this first time? I streamed on Twitch a couple years ago, or 2 years ago was kind of when I stopped streaming. But I streamed there for a few years, and I had an SMP that I had 2 SMPs. That was kind of like all I did on there was just play those SMPs. But I haven't streamed since then. And then I streamed for the first time again a couple days ago. So, yep, you've walked in a circle. It would seem so. It would seem so. Directionally challenged. Okay, again, the purple people making fun of me. Was this one you were in one of the first videos? Yeah, so this one would have been, I found this one when, I know where I'm at now. When I was out hunting for the template, the sentry template, and I was looking for the outpost. This was the one I came across then. I think that did actually make it in the video. Okay, so we'll just head out like straight this way. I need to get to New Chunks. I'm spending too long not being in New Chunks. Okay, Andre. Okay, so I'll be mean to the purple people, and I'm gonna forgive this. I'm gonna forgive that, Andre, because because I know I just said I'm gonna be mean to the purple people. Me forgiving Andre, just flaming Kath. For those who didn't see, Andre just said, "Kath, I hate you." I'll be mean to the purple people, but that's just because they're mean to me. If they're not mean to you, let's be nice to the purple people, and purple people be nice to the red people. Does that work? Can we do that? I didn't see that. Andre said, "Bet I wanna be mean." How's stream doing though? I mean, no one's complained about volume that I've seen. Of course, I haven't read every chat, but no one's complained about volume. That lag was something I saw, so that was just my world loading. Has stream been dropping frames? Good volume? Are we doing all right? Not even purple? You're purple right here. Talking about your Twitch versus YouTube. If you're typing on Twitch or typing on YouTube. Red people are the goats. That's what we love to see. Some red love from a purple person. Loud bar of soap. Appreciate you. All right, gamers, have fun. I'm gonna go play Baldur's Gate multiplayer with some friendos. Sound fun. Enjoy your Baldur's Gate. Enjoy your Baldur's Gate. I think that's a game that I'd love to play. It looks like so much fun. I've heard it's a very, very good game, but I know that it would take all of my time if I did. Okay, that is a new one. This is a new one. I have only looted 2 of these in the world. This would be the 3rd, so there is no way that this is the other one. This is definitely a new temple here. Stream's working good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Twitch chat frequently is ruder than YouTube in my experience. You know, I think that is kind of a generally true sentiment. I don't know why that is. It's a culture thing maybe, right? Like I think the Twitch cultures, even though it's the same, like if I go onto YouTube versus if I'm on Twitch, like it is just a different, like it comes down to like the emotes you use, the inside jokes, like just the culture on Twitch is different than it is on YouTube. And that's probably just strayed towards a meaner culture on Twitch, or like a more like, haha, make fun of streamer kind of thing versus YouTube's a lot more loving and nice. I don't know why exactly it's gone to that, but it has. I think you're right. I probably better not be in my inventory for too long. Something could sneak up on me here, but I want to, oh, I thought, okay. We're gonna pop. And we're gonna pop. What do we got in here? Some iron, nice. I'll always take iron. I've been collecting up some bones because I think I'd like to have some bone blocks on hand. All right, we're gonna see if I actually know how to do this. I like to, now when I come in here, I like to try and do these. And I remember before, so it opens, I used to think it opened right here. It actually opens up there. And it also like, so a piston, you have to pull a piston, then extend that piston, then pull that piston back and then push it back over, I think is what it's trying to do. So I think I need to do, that didn't move anything. That didn't move anything. Okay, that moves something. That moves something. I think we do that, then that. Is that right? Did I get that? Oh, dude, I'm too good at this game. I'm too good at this game. Someone stop me. And we got these. I'll definitely take some more of these trims because I cannot duplicate them yet. All right, and we'll leave, well, You know, I guess I do always take the redstone stuff while I'm here. We don't have too much longer without redstone, but I can always use a little bit more. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to take the repeater because I don't think I'll probably use a repeater anyway. I mostly want the big redstone items like the dispensers and the pistons. Hi, new to Twitch, but I wanted to say that I love this series. Oh, appreciate you. Thank you. Beating what I was just talking about of that Twitch is mean. No, not everyone on Twitch is mean, obviously, but I do really appreciate that. Okay. I think probably one of the reasons I'm so terrible at Minecraft when it comes to just mechanical stuff is my hotbar is never in the same order. You know, like I'll have my tools. I don't have a dedicated place for my tools. If you haven't already noticed, my this is a mess. This is a mess. I don't ever have it organized. Just whatever I need. If I don't already have it in my hotbar, I just move it down to whatever I haven't used in a while. So my hotbar will always and forever be a mess. Maybe I'll have to reform that though. Honestly, they should add more puzzle structures. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a fun thing, but I mean, I don't know if I was not doing this series, if I would actually bother even learning them. I mean, I never have before. Like I just break through it. And that's kind of the tough part about games like this where you can literally alter every block is players are just gonna break through it. They're not gonna do the puzzle. But like maybe a maze would be fun at some point. I mean, I guess that's kind of what the stronghold is in a way, but like a maze where it's more efficient to just try and follow the maze than it is to break through the walls. That could be cool, but yeah, I do like the puzzles. You're allowed to take diamond horse armor. Yes, so I can take diamond horse armor. And the thought behind that is it's kind of more in the horse era than it is in the diamond era, right? Like it kind of falls more under horses than it does diamonds. Because by the time I'm in diamonds, I'm not going to upgrade my horse armor as I go because, you know, horses are a transportation of that era. By the time I'm like in diamonds, I'll have a bunch of different other transportation options like, you know, nether portal or happy gas now. And I'll probably just use the horse less, although I do still think it has uses, right? But I'm not gonna like upgrade my horse armor as I go with the stages because it's just ultimately not that impactful, and I think it kind of more just belongs in the whenever I'm using horses the most. Ocean monuments are meant to be mazes. That is true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I mean they literally have the slow mining. Yeah. That is right. I didn't think about that. Yo, Chimps, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Only leather? You mean like... Oh, horse armor can be crafted. Oh, yeah, only leather. Only leather. You know what's something I don't think I've done? I don't think I've made dyed horse armor. I should probably do that. That's a fun thing that you can only really do when you have horse armor. Or when you're on leather horse armor is dye it. So that could be... I think it'd be a fun thing. Although I didn't really... when I dyed my leather armor, it was kind of more of a bit. Like I just dyed it to look more like the Steve default skin. And I didn't really make an actual dyed armor set that was like one that I really like was, I don't know, had style to it. So I didn't really have something to match with my horse, but maybe I should make some dyed leather horse armor. Mine shafts are kind of a maze, that's fair. I guess most of the structures that have some size to them are kind of a maze. I do think that the ocean monument is probably the most true maze because you really can't break through it. Like it was designed to not be broken through. All right, this is surely new chunks. It has been so long. I mean, I didn't ever come out this way. So I think I'm definitely in new chunks. I say that, but I guess I won't know until I have confirmation that we got fireflies. Hello, brother. Just today, I watched your previous videos of the series and absolutely loved it. Love from India. Yo, thank you. Twerky Tunes. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. You were just here. No, please don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I wasn't just here, was I? Wait, was I for real? Because I've been yapping for so long that there's a... I guess I could have gone in circles. I say definite, like... Wait a second. Hold on. I've been writing down my portal locations. We're at 2551. Do I have one of those? 25. Oh, but I did... I mean, that's pretty close. Which way? This direction I'm going positive... My first chord. Oh wait, my first chord is shrinking here. Why is that? I'm going back. Okay, let's go this way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm very lost, but that's fine. We're gonna go. I just want to get further away. Our goal is just to find new chunks, which is proving to be a lot more difficult than I thought it'd be. You can create a server for us to play with you and create a series about that. Yeah, I think, that's something I would really love to do. I think whether now or later, like a series is definitely, or a server is definitely something that I'd like to do. Because the main reason I'm able to stream this right now is because I'm between episodes. I wouldn't want to do any streaming where I'm right in the middle of an episode because I don't want to give away things or like have a death or something that impacts the episode, because I kind of just want the streams and episodes to be different. You guys are getting very exclusive, non-episodic content right now. So I think a server would be awesome, because then I'd be able to boot up that, and that could be a pure stream thing, and I could play with you guys, and like we could have a server that slowly progresses. But it's something that it takes a bit of work to set up and maintain. I've done servers in the past, and they just take a lot of effort to upkeep, and I want to make sure if I do it, I'm going to do it right. So it's just and right now, as you know, I'm having enough trouble getting videos out in a timely manner, so that's kind of priority number one. But a server would be super cool. I didn't sub, but I loved watching videos. I didn't sub, but I loved watching your videos. Well, first of all, thank you. I do really appreciate that. Why say you? You don't have to sub. Why say that? I'm just kidding. I really do appreciate that, though. You know what? I used to watch a lot of YouTube in like middle school, high school. And what I would do is I didn't ever subscribe to people. I don't even know if I had an account to like do that on. But what I would do is every morning, because I knew the guys that I like to watch, they always uploaded every day. And so I would go that morning while I'm having my cereal before school, and I would manually type in each one of the channels that I wanted to watch, and I would just watch their new video. And so I get it. I get not subscribing. I guess I used to be like that. Stop yapping. I'm sorry, Phoenix. We'll get to business. I really haven't had quiet dead air in a minute. I have just been nonstop yapping. What are you trying to find? I'm mostly just looking for ruin portals, but also the firefly bushes and other things that are 1.21.5 that I keep saying I'm looking for. Oh, you know what? That's a desert. Hopefully a new desert. No, maybe it's not. But we should have a desert off in this direction because it's getting drier, I think. But yeah, looking for some new fauna. Also, as many ruin portals as I can find. I just want to get some better gold stuff. And yeah, just generally exploring. I think it's fun to do exploring. Hopefully there's nothing like, hopefully there are no other giant updates that require like a new biome or something that I will have to go and generate new chunks for. I mean, at that point, I guess I'll probably have elytra, hopefully. I'm saying no new chunks before the series is over. I guess I should clarify. Structure idea, labyrinth with moving paths. Kind of like a maze runner sort of thing. That'd be brutal. That'd be brutal. That could be fun on like a server though to do something like that. I guess it would kind of almost be a puzzle for me, because if the walls moved randomly enough, like it would still be a maze for me. I watch every bit of the series at least 2 times. I love your videos. Oh, thank you. Minecraft Stop Motion Studios. Do you make some stop motions? Stop motion. I love animation, and stop motion animation is one of the pure forms of it that is a lot of fun. I feel like every like creative-ish kid kind of goes through a stop motion phase at some point. I know I definitely did. But yeah, love me some stop motion. Take projectile protection, and we'll take mending. Okay, so now I have mending boots and mending helmet. Got efficiency. Okay, well, I'll take this one because that one is efficiency 4, and I might actually be able to have a use for that, but I don't know. We'll go ahead and mark these coordinates. 1940 60. Wait, what was that? 1940 6044. 1940 6044. Sweet. And I'm marking these. I guess it is helpful to know which ones I've been to, but also it's more just I have an idea. You know what? I can leak a little bit. I have this idea that I want to do for the Nether, where I, instead of making portals around the world at like wherever I want them, I have to like link them up to existing ruin portals. I think that could kind of be a fun challenge to like, the only places that I can Nether travel to are places that I found a ruin portal. So that's kind of an idea I had. I think I'll play around with it. It's less of a, like it's not part of the challenge, but I think it could just be kind of a fun use for ruin portals is to make those the only actual gateways I can go through. I think stop motions is extremely cool, but I've never learned much about it. That's the other thing is people are like, they are so cool and it's like a cool concept. It's cool to see the final product and know the amount of work, but then you go try and make your own and it's like, and you get like, 1 second of final footage before you're tired of doing it. It's a lot of work. Lindsay, welcome in. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Welcome. Would you join a YouTuber SMP server if you had the opportunity? Probably not just any server, but yes. I think for a while I just want a home world. So like this world's kind of becoming my home world where like if I have any ideas in the future, especially after the series, I can kind of use this world as like, I don't want to call it Forever World, but like a home world, right? And right now, I do have a home server technically. It's actually, I have a buddy who's also, he might be live right now on Twitch. I forget, I know he usually is at noon on today, but I don't remember if he had something going on. But Sumo GG's, I've been playing a lot on his viewer SMP, just because he's a buddy of mine and it's a very good community over there. And like I used to run an SMP that was very similar and it's kind of taken that role for me. But I would love to have like a creator one because I think it's a little bit of a different vibe where people like, when you're playing with viewers, like obviously like that's their pastime, they do what's fun, while creators kind of like, they have to make bigger things and have to kind of engage more with the server and stuff. And so it makes a better server for content. But I'd love to have a server home. Of course, I don't want to pick up too many projects while I'm still struggling to get out episodes. And that will be a common theme. So many fun things to do and just not enough time. Okay, can I stop picking up items, please? Is that possible? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Here, let me just, is it shift Q? How do you drop items? I never remember how to do that from here without just clicking them off. I just need more item space. Okay. And now I can make some bone blocks. Okay, I should have thought that through. There we go. That will condense down my bones a little bit. And we put those in. Oh, I threw down my, just do a little bit of inventory management. What's the plan for trial chambers? I don't really have a plan right now, other than to do them and like complete them and kind of try and get at all the different things you can get from them. But yeah, I don't really have an exact plan in mind for those. I would like to do something beyond just doing them though. Like it'd be fun if there could be some kind of build to go with it, because I don't want an episode or a phase in the series to ever purely just be do the challenge. Like I like them to be a mix of maybe exploring, a mix of building, a mix of Minecraft challenges, a mix of new items, like it's kind of fun to get all different aspects of the game. So that would I don't know what to do for trial chambers, I guess. Maybe something mace related could be fun. Wait, did I pick up my other? I think I got everything. Oh, here it is. There's my other bundle. Yeah, item management is atrocious right now. In fact, actually, I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna grab. Ooh. This is what I want to get out. maybe I should take a second though to rethink how my items are. Can you say hello to my little brother, Max Verstappen? Max Verstappen. I didn't know you had a little brother. Well, hello to your little brother. When do you think the next stream is going to be? I don't want to miss it. I don't have a schedule right now. I don't really have a plan for doing them, but I am really, really enjoying it right now. So soon. That's all I could give you. Again, videos are just paramount. That's #1 priority. And like, I will cut everything else before I cut down on working on those videos. So yeah, I don't have an exact time that I can count on without giving up any video time. So I don't know, but hopefully soon. Probably not tomorrow though. I'll probably be, I got to get some recording done. Oh, man, dude, my inventory's bad. Oh, I want to keep that. Maybe I should. Maybe we'll start wrapping back towards home. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wrap back towards home, and then we can kind of do a little tour. If you guys have any questions about any of the specific parts of my house. No, wait, no. I still haven't gotten literally any of the dead bushes, any firefly. I haven't done any of it. I need to find those, and then we can head home. Sorry for yelling. Do you PvP? I do not. I'm terrible at it. Did you always want to be a YouTuber, or did you have other plans? So I actually have I have a degree. Job hunt was just rough. Job hunt was rough. I think I've wanted to be a YouTuber, create content, that kind of thing, since about high school. High school was like freshman year was when I really got into specifically This might surprise you, but the old phase, like the old phase house, because I was a big COD player, I really loved that, and that was a very inspiring time for me. And that was, I really wanted to do YouTube, but I have a degree in computer science as well, and so that was my other kind of path I could have taken, or still could take. I'm 25, or 24. I got time. Wait, did I really miss a apple? Hopefully not. But if I did, I'm sure that new land. We have made it. We've made it to the promised land of new generation. Also, is that? I thought I saw a portal. Okay, lovely. So let's pick up. Okay, this is one of the downsides of having a very messy inventory. Oh, there's my shears. New item, tall dry grass. Do I need to get both? Is this something? Hold on, let me do some quick testing. Okay, yep, it is replenishable. Good to know. So I just need the tall ones, and then I can get more. So that's one item. What all items do I need besides that and the firefly bush? There's like a shrub, right? Is there a shrub? New lands, we've made it. Stop missing these gapples. Okay, are they actual like gapples, like god apples, or are they just like regular gold apples? Because I do technically have enough, like, I mean, obviously, there's no reason to pass up on one, but I don't think I'm gonna go back for it if I did miss one. Because I have one to eat for the achievement, and I have one that I used for the banner pattern. You did miss it, okay. I'm sure that as, whoever saw that, I'm sure that is killing you, and I'm sorry. I don't want to go back now. I get sidetracked too easily. I gotta take advantage of this while I'm still on the good path here. You could transform the trial chamber into a maze or a PvP area. That could be cool. The issue, I guess, with that is, or with the PvP one is, I'm on a solo player world, so it would still have to be PvE to some capacity. But yeah, maybe I could come up with some new traps or things in it to like increase the difficulty. Maybe that could be a challenge. You know, make the trial chambers even, like once I beat the hardest difficulty, then I make an even harder variation that requires like parkour or some kind of other elements to it. I don't know. Cactus flowers, yeah, okay. Cactus flowers do grow on on any cactus though, so I do have those back home already. So I'm not gonna be wasting inventory space on those, but that is true. That is a new item. I didn't mention that. Bro made nuts sad. Yeah, I didn't mean to miss the gapple, and no reason not to pick it up. I didn't see it. Cactus flower. What's your favorite Pokemon type? That's an interesting question. You know, I feel like sometimes I just gotta sit down and go through every Pokemon, because I don't even feel like I have a favorite. Like my favorite's kind of, it's drifted around a little bit, and no pun intended, Drifloon was it for a while. I like the design of Drifloon and the concept of it. But as far as just type goes, I don't know, man. I feel like there's not an answer I can give that's not boring. Like if I was a gym leader, yeah, if you were a gym leader, if you were a Pokemon gym leader, what would be the theme of your gym? Like what typing would you go? Like Steel's pretty cool. I like Steel, maybe Steel. I like okay. I gotta be careful with the channel names Nuts. Get falling for any D's Nuts jokes, but Dragon is a good type. It's interesting. I've kind of delved into the types a little bit because I do the Pokemon Go PvP. I like doing that. And so I've had to learn a lot about typing, and I never really got super into it when I was actually playing mainline games because I never really needed to, because they're easy enough to like do without super IV training or type whatever. Break. I don't think I need any of that. We'll grab the obsidian because I think I'm already carrying some. Oh, I guess I should mark these coordinates, and we're going to be risky and do it underwater. I'm at 1334, 6680. 1334, 6680. Sweet. Yeah, am I still even moving towards new chunks? I feel like I don't know. I mean, I haven't explored everything in the radius, so I'm probably still good. How many more errors are there? 9. 9 if nothing changes. What's up, King? Yo, Jojo, how you doing? Why don't you play with shaders? I think that in this series especially, I'm trying to keep the game, like trying to really experience Minecraft fully as like it was intended, which I say that I also have Gamma. I have like Ultra Bright or whatever you call it, Full Bright, and a fog removing mod now for 1.21.6. But that's one reason. And the other reason is just because I think like if someone plays with shaders, I don't think that a non-shader video will necessarily like make them click off. But if someone really doesn't like shaders, you know, like people who play vanilla might click off a video because they don't like shaders. So I think it's also like a little bit of a strategic choice there too. But yeah, I also I've really grown to appreciate the vanilla look of Minecraft. Bobik, welcome in. Hey bro, how are you? Can you upload? Oh, can you upload this live in video? I really want to see how, okay, yeah, you're busy right now? Yeah. So if you go to the live tab, sorry, my brain was not processing. You're good. But yeah, after this live's over, you can go to the live tab on my YouTube channel and it will be there. Or it should be. If it's not, I intended it for it to be, and I'll figure that out. But yeah, it will be in the live tab. So it doesn't upload as a video, but it uploads as a live. I'm gonna lurk and play something while listening to you. Waffle sounds good. What you gonna, well, actually no, you enjoy your lurking, Best Pokemon game in my opinion is Legends Arceus. I beat it, and Arceus level 100. Dang, is that a main line? Or is that one of the like Pokemon Ranger kind of offshoot games? Dude, look at these cliffs. Look at those cliffs. That mountain's pretty cool too. That mountain right next to these cliffs is a pretty cool looking area. Yeah, I love me some of these cliffs. Is me Spider-Man. I'm from Minecraft Sinsky. Oh, I'm no free promo. No free promo. If you dismount the Happy Gas, you don't fall through. Same with boats, but not the Strider. So, dude, wait, I wasn't even looking at my screen. Look at this cliff. That's so cool. The Strider, yeah, so I learned, I don't think I showed it in the video because I didn't die from it, but I did accidentally fall in the lava a couple times while getting off the Strider. You have to like push up against the block. I think it's the block you're looking at. So like I always have the fungus on a stick in my offhand or in my hand so that I'm like running into whatever block I'm getting off on. And then you got to jump off while you're like pushed into that corner kind of. Yeah. Otherwise it just kicks you off wherever. That's so cool. So cool. You should get rooted dirt from the cave in there. Actually, so that's an old enough update. Like that's in the Lush Caves, and this world was generated after that. So I do have that close to home, fortunately. And if I didn't, I think I can just make it from the azalea tree by growing those. How would you recommend getting back into Minecraft after getting burned out? That's a good question. I think very few people are able to never get burned out of Minecraft. I think part of this series, the beauty of it, in my opinion, is that it does really help to avoid that. Like it makes it, also looking for the new Firefly stuff. It makes it easier to not have that happen. So I mean, I'd recommend playing slow, not building too many farms too fast, not upgrading your stuff too fast, like kind of enjoy each stage of it. And really Minecraft, I think maybe this is a hot take. It's kind of meant to be enjoyed in stages. I think like having a forever world shouldn't necessarily be the goal. The fact that you're able to play it, like once a year for 2 weeks, whatever it is, twice a year for 2 weeks, and doing that every year, I think that serves a great purpose. And I think it can be really fun to enjoy that. So like getting burnt out's totally fine. And then starting new worlds are totally fine. I don't know if that's a hot take there. You passed a Firefly. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna trust you. Jar of Jars, are you standing up? Is your upper body proportionally large or is it just I'm not standing up. Jar's calling my body disproportionately large. That's not very nice, Jar. We can do a little fit check though, although I'm kind of looking like I looked earlier and I feel like I look like one of the guys from Weezer right now if I did a fit check. You might have been right about me missing a Firefly bush, but I don't see it right now, so I'm gonna keep going. It's the camera playing tricks on me. Okay, you can redeem yourself. Voice is too relaxing. I just dug a 50 by 50 and 20 block deep hole while watching without realizing. Dude, I love to hear that. Those grindy projects are fun though. Very good to do. You missed one? Okay. Well, I bet I did. I believe you, but instead of hunting it back down, I think I'll keep moving, and that should mean that we're in an area where I can get more. Although I hope I'm not moving back into old chunks though. Hey Nuts, just saying that you made me appreciate Minecraft a lot, and after also limiting myself on my own world and realm with my best friend, you and your videos absolutely awesome. Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah, leaf litter, we're definitely in a new area. I shouldn't need to grab any of this though, right? Because if I wanted it, I can just smelt leaves, I think. I'm trying to get just stuff that like I need that I can't get back home. Also, oh, these shrubbery, new item. We got to find shrubbery. What are they just called shrubs? Bush. We got a lovely bush. Sweet, okay. Dude, forest, this is such like a drastic visual change. Like this, it's crazy how big it's like. It almost feels like when Minecraft updated the land generation to in 1.18 or 1.18 with the big mountains, and like the game looks so different at any screenshot you took. You know, just the land generation. This also feels like an not equally large change, but like another large change where like suddenly now any picture can immediately you can tell what version it's on because it's just like a big visual change. I think they're close to water. Firefly bushes are close to water. That's what I've heard. And they're along rivers, perhaps. So maybe we got to take a little boat ride. Will you do an atlas of your world, like a giant map? Is that what you're saying? If so, I'll probably do a pretty big map. Like I think in the train station, I set up a station for a 5x5 map, and I'll probably do that. I don't think anything larger than that, both because it's like kind of tedious to map it out, and hanging up those item frames are pretty laggy. But I think I'll try and get like at least like 5x5-ish, maybe 7x7. I don't know. A decent area though. Along rivers. Oh, is it? Wait, along rivers or swamps, or is it along rivers in? Well, I guess swamps don't have rivers, so probably along rivers or swamps. All right. Now everyone's gonna yell at me if I miss one. Let's scan. Oh, that's looking promising. I think that is what we're looking for. That's looking. Yep, I think that's it. Back. Okay, I probably have missed him. I think you saw. Oh, wait. Cattails? Is there? You're not talking about sugarcane? There's another item? Is there something I just don't know about? Are there cattails in Minecraft? Is this a thing? Are you gonna connect the Nether City to the train station? Yeah, so I was thinking about it. I actually haven't seen it exactly. Oh, also, I'm glad that those, I didn't even try shears. I'm glad that those work without shears. So yeah, what do I need now? What do I need now that I can't get replenishable from home before we head out? I haven't actually seen where the Nether fortress or where the Nether city pops up in the overworld, because it's like far enough away from my portal that it's probably a different part of my world. I think if I'm estimating correctly, if you guys remember in episode 2, when I was exploring the witch that was chasing me, I think it comes out right around that swamp. I think. If like the coordinate math that I'm like thinking in my head are correct, that should be where it pops out at. So I don't know. I mean, it's not on line with the train station, and the train does need to be move in a straight line, so I don't think I'll probably connect it with that. Desert bushes. I think we got those. Tall dry grass is the desert ones. We got the bush, and we got the firefly bush. Is there any other things I need? Are cattails real? Did I? Wildflowers in meadows or birch forest. Okay, awesome. I think I trust you on that. I believe that that is correct. That sounds right. Do you have new flowers? No, I do not. No, I do not. Oh, did I find them? I think these are them. These look like them. We'll pick those up. And my items are so full that I definitely need to be heading back home. Drop these nuggets. I don't need extra iron nuggets. Actually, I'll pick them up again. It also does kind of stink that I'm all the way out here and we're just getting normal pig spawning. Or I guess it's based on the biome, right? No cattails. Okay. Your videos are amazing. Love the progression. Doing something similar on my world where all builds have world building. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Also, rip to the OG iron armor. Yeah, it is sad. We lost the bottom two. Although I think I would have been more sad if I lost this one because of the special way that I got it. Like the other ones I crafted, but this one coming from a zombie makes it a lot more special. So I'm going to do everything I can to hang on to that. But yeah, I think maybe I got to start carrying my fire resistance potion in my one slot. And so I can just click one instead of like, I use scroll wheel if you haven't noticed. I scroll wheel around to everything. Okay, so wait, does that mean I can officially start wrapping back towards home? I'm not going to try and bring any mobs home. So I don't need any of that, but we got all the blocks, I think. Pale garden, I did get pale garden stuff. We're good on that. You get short grass. Is there short? Can you, I think you can make short dry grass from the long grass. Like I think if you bone meal it, it makes the short dry grass. If I can say that, short dry grass. I have an idea, capturing all tropical fish. No, thank you. I've seen the video on that. I forget who made that, but I've seen the video on that. And there are a ridiculous amount. He made a whole farm for him. It took him like weeks to to grind them all out. No, thank you. No, thank you. Although I'll tell you the one I am debating on. Should I go for the blue axolotl? When that time comes, I don't know, maybe ocean, maybe that's just a fun thing along the way. Do I go for that? Or is that one that should really, is that too grindy to be a mainline thing? Splash pods, they reworked the mechanics. Okay. When you say rework the mechanics, I know if you throw them straight up in the air, that's like where you get the max from it, right? Is it different from that? Wait, it says. First of all, Kemmer, thank you for the dono. Love the series. It's actually something refreshing about Minecraft YouTube. Although it says for the mount, try 55 on my alerts. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Way too grindy, absolutely. Absolutely yes, and way too grindy. See, that's my worry is like I'll do it maybe for video. Like I don't mind putting myself through it, but I don't obviously want to make that part of it. Like that won't ever be a goal to like get blue axolotl. Because I'm not going to make that a part of the challenge that someone has to do to fully experience Minecraft. Dude. This could be like a desktop wallpaper. Look at that. That's a beautiful mountain. That is peak mountain. Pun very much intended on that one. That is a peak Minecraft mountain. Beautiful. 55 Turkish. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I have an idea. You can upgrade every structure and make them look good. You know what? I do like that idea. I probably won't for this series. And I don't know if I would, but a thought I had was like some kind of thing where I make each one of them into a base. Because I saw this streamer on Twitch a while ago who had made a really cool, like he converted a woodland mansion to a base. And I think it would be a fun challenge just to convert different structures to a base. But I don't know if I'd ever do it for a series or not. Yeah, it's Turkish. Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm pretty sure that the zoom is just Optifine. Oh yeah, so I don't have Optifine. I use Iris and Sodium, and they don't come with a zoom by default. So I also have Camera Utils, which is a mod. I know that there is the Spyglass. Okay, also I think, let's make sure I'm heading home. Oh, I'm not heading home. It is this way. We got 8,000 blocks, guys. Strap in. We got ourselves a walk home. It should go pretty fast though. Honestly, traveling in Minecraft, when you're going on foot and you're just talking to, it goes by fast. Or especially when you get through like ocean segments. So we should be good. But yeah, I understand the Spyglass is like part of the game and I do want to use it. But honestly, I realize when I'm editing stuff, like I tend to just zoom in on things anyway. And like, if I can save myself the editing step of that, it's a lot easier just to do this. Like this is muscle memory for me. And I think it looks better in the edit, which is why I do that instead. Although I did carry a Spyglass around with me for a little while and I do appreciate it still. I think they are fun. What's your favorite F1 team if you follow? I do not follow, but I do appreciate F1. Like I think that was something the more naive me used to think, it's just driving, like anyone can drive. They're not athletes, but I have since been changed on that. I get it now. Between the reaction time and the neck strength and not passing out, whatever it may be, the G-forces they experience, right? Like I get it. It's also insane to me that one like driver is so dominant. Like it's crazy that a sport that feels like everyone should just be very similar, that one can be just so crazy dominant. But yeah, no, I don't really follow it too much. I've never really followed too many sports. Closest I've gotten is Counter-Strike. I was watching the Austin Major this year. I'm a bit of a FaZe fan. I used to like G2 before Nico and Monacy got moved off it. You, Max Verstappen. I'm sorry. Do you follow track and field? I do not. What's your least favorite race? I did track in middle school. And I did I'm not very fast. I'm not very athletic by any means. So I was not ever good at it. But what I did was I think I did 100 meter. I did is it 4x8? Is that the right thing? 800 meter, like the four-man relay. I did that. But that was about it. I just did a couple of the kind of basic running ones. Maybe I did 800 once. But least favorite, I don't know what my least favorite would be. Maybe this might be a hot take. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of shot put. Yeah. once you finish the main progression, I think you should make a copy of the world and make it public so that everyone can see all the builds in their own game. Maybe make it so that people are a spectator. I am more than welcome to, or I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to make a, like, just give you the exact world that I'm using. Well, you'll load up and you'll have my armor and everything. But I'm only going to do that after I get to a point where there's no more spoilers. Like, once I give out the seed, I'll give out seed and world download. I'm happy to do those both. But until then, I'm gonna be gatekeeping a little bit. Yo, Xtifer, thank you for the gifted sub out to Anarchy in the Chaos over on Twitch. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Shaboom. Life could be a dream. I know that one's loud. Maybe I gotta turn that down a little bit. But I am not gonna be getting rid of that alert. Yo, Derpy, hello, how are you doing? Welcome in. They do that in Idaho, but not in the states that I've ever lived in. The 4x8. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm from Kansas, so maybe that's a Midwest thing. I don't know. Also on Twitch, yeah, I'm multi-streaming right now. So red names underneath here are on YouTube, and then the purple ones are over on Twitch. We got new chickens. New chickens. Yeah, I saw one of these spawn in the nether when, I'm gonna make sure I'm going the right way still. I saw those spawn in the nether, and it like really caught me off guard because I forgot about them. And just seeing a chicken there was like weird because, you know, they can only spawn under piglins. And I thought in my head, I was like, is that some, like, I don't know. I've talked about Terraria a lot today, but like in my head, my first thought was like, I need a net so I can catch it because it's a golden chicken that I can sell for a lot more. But yeah, no, the new mobs, haven't seen too much of them. I think I could still get them if I like killed off a lot of the mobs around me, or like went to chunks where they weren't loaded around me. But yeah, I've not seen most of them in game. They look yummy. Extra good there. Boo, Kansas. A Missouri viewer. Brandon, get out of here. From misery. Talking about boo, Kansas. Kansas, born and raised. What music do you listen to most? Recently, I've been going through a bit of the National phase. I've been enjoying a lot of, I think I don't know if he's a band, but the National and Bon Iver. That was actually how I found him, was through a song called Weird Goodbyes, which I'm a huge fan of. Cake, a lot of Cake recently. I really like Cake. So yeah, Cake, the National, Bon Iver, those are kind of top at the moment. Next shop is Golden Chicken Trust. Yes, the next, yes, Golden Chicken. Vegemite land, born and raised. I come from a land down under. Boo, Kansas. How many Missourians do we got in here? What? Oh, gotta be careful. Is America cool? So cool. So cool. What was that? Yo, Chimps, thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I started my own world where I limit my progression, and I found a mushroom island, and I'm trying to terraform it to live, because the mobs don't spawn there. Yeah. The mushroom island, those are awesome, and they're especially cool when you can get some greenery on there, because you know that's like, I think that the greenery in mushroom biomes is even better than the jungle, like that bright, vibrant green, very lively. Very, very lively. So yeah, super cool. And one tip, if you want to make a farm, something that I've always done is whenever I'm on a mushroom biome, I like to find a lake. I like to find a lake in that mushroom island that is technically the ocean biome, and they can make some really efficient farms without a whole lot of work, because that's like the only place they can spawn is like if you build a farm above that lake or below that lake, just in that kind of vertical strip of land, they can spawn there. Although I guess I don't know how that changes now with dripstone and lush caves, because don't dripstone and lush, do they spawn monsters if they're under a mushroom biome? Are you gonna do a museum of all the mobs like you did with the parrots? Probably not of all the mobs. I do want to do a museum. I do want to do a museum at the end. I think I kind of want to make that like the capstone build, like do like a giant museum build and kind of commemorate a bunch of different items, maybe commemorate different phases. I have a very cool idea that I'm quite excited about that I'm not gonna mention until then, but yeah, I'd love to do a museum. I don't think I'm gonna do the like collecting every mob, collecting every X, whatever. Yeah, I think this world, as much as I have done that already, and like I'm kind of doing it with potions. Like I want to brew each potion in this stage, and I want to, and how I got I got the best llama. You know, I collected each kind of bird. Like I have done that. I think I want to try to stay away from doing that because I think it's a different, it kind of makes it a different grindier game versus like, I really just kind of want to focus on how fun the game can be, or like kind of unique mechanics instead of just collecting everything. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll probably still do some collection things, but not that one. Big friend from Syria. Yo, I appreciate that. Welcome in. What are you doing right now? We are heading home. So we celebrated day 1000. We've been out exploring. I had not yet been... Camels spawn wild now? I didn't know that. I just updated... Yeah, sorry. I got interrupted there by these camels. I just updated to 1.21.6, and I had not even explored out for the firefly bush, tall grass, regular bush. So I was just... I figured this would be a good opportunity to stream this, to do some exploring. And I also am wanting to get some ruined portals and loot those for some more armor. But other than that, we're heading back now because my inventory is full. I found everything I wanted to, aside from, obviously, I like some more armor, but that's all good. So yeah, we're going to head home. What age do you think the tricky trial belong? Right now I have it set as a, whoa. I have it set as a, its own stage, as like the trial stage. I'm not sure if that will be the case by the time I get there though. If anyone's curious about the ages and kind of what I have in mind, you can join the Discord, and they are in there, !Discord on either Twitch or YouTube. Or I'm sure I got it in the description or underneath the stream. But yeah, I have kind of my planned idea for what I'm gonna do for each stage, but it's always subject to change. So yes, thank you, Kath. Please let us see your cats when you get back. Oh, you're talking about cats in game? I was gonna say, I don't even know where my IRL cats are. I think Pumpkin's probably. Maybe during the end stream I will also disturb Pumpkin, because then I can play with her after stream's over. I would hate to wake her up right now and then just ignore her. So the stream's about to end. No, not quite yet. In fact, what I was thinking we would do, if you guys want, is if you had any questions or wanted to tour different things I've done, or like maybe stuff that's gotten a little less screen time, whatever it is, something you're curious about that like for one reason or another I haven't showed in a video, I'd be happy to go around if there's a part of it you're wanting to see. Watching from South Carolina. So many chats are in the Midwest. It must be a timing thing. I mean, it's 3 p.m. here, so I could imagine like, a lot of the world's probably sleeping, and this is probably pretty popular. Popular in the US. This is crazy. I actually really like this portal though. I would like to, what do we got in here? Cursive binding. Sure, I'll take the blast protection. Oh man. I'm gonna throw away this stick. We don't need the stick anymore. And you know what? I don't need a ton of lapis. We'll leave this for the next traveler. We'll leave this in here for the next traveler there. But I do want these nuggets. Okay, I can't take them all, I guess. That's fine though. And I'll also grab the lodestones, which I'm getting full. Don't need that much string. Oh, I had lapis across 2 different bundles. I should get some more bundles. See, this is what I mean. Bundles are great when exploring because you can condense down so many items, just since you got a wide variety of items. Oh, I got to write down the coordinates of this as well. Let's see, where are we at? Negative 403,685. Negative 403,6085. Negative 403,6085. Sweet. Watching from Poland? Well, hello. I'm in New Zealand. It's 8 a.m. here. Okay. What mob do you hate the most? Phantoms. Easy. I don't think there'd be one that I would dislike more than phantoms. I think that they're not very useful, and they already kind of like the night's already enough of a motivator, in my opinion, to sleep. Like, I don't think phantoms change that. I don't think they make it that much more difficult to like really motivate you to sleep. I feel like they're just kind of a nuisance, if anything, but that's the only one. I know that one is a pretty popular opinion. Do you hunt for fish? I don't. I never have hunted. And fishing was always, my brother liked to as a kid, and so I remember I'd tag along with him sometimes, but it's just never really my thing. When I was a kid, it was because I didn't have the patience for it, but now I don't know. I'm sure it's like a relaxing thing. The pillager just looking. Watching from the Netherlands. Well, hello, Elise. Welcome in. From Tunisia here, enjoying the series. Dude, it's cool seeing how many people are from just all over the world. Do not step foot in Maryland or you will meet your end. Is this a threat? You're gonna feel my presence. You'll know I have arrived. That's a threat. Do not step foot in Maryland. I tried to speedrun Minecraft on a random seed and I rage quit after breaking 3 end crystals and died to fall damage. Oh, yeah, that is tough to. I'll come back. No, I'm not really too interested in exploring that. We'll leave it for a later time. That is the worst, is to be so far along in something and lose then. Like, it's not as bad to like lose a challenge like that early on, but yeah, once you've already made it to the end, I would not be starting a new one right after that. Watching from Mexico, awesome. Ontario, it's Ontario or Ontario? I feel like when I say I'm gonna get it wrong. But well, hello. Watching from Spain, dude, this is so cool. What about going to an ancient city? I'll do that around the Diamond Age. I originally had it later, but I think there's some very persuasive arguments I heard from some people as to why it really is kind of like a lot of the loot's diamond, and it's not you're not meant to fight the warden. It's a stealth thing. So I think it really does fit well into the Diamond Age. From Denmark, awesome. This mountain range looks amazing. The mesa, yeah, I love the Windswept Mesa. That's definitely up there for like favorite biomes maybe. Windswept mesas are cool. Ontario, okay, Ontario. Do you not like the vanilla maps? You mean like yeah, just I guess the vanilla maps, yeah. No, I like them. I think they're cool. I in fact, actually, yeah, I don't like using waypoint maps or like a modded map that's overlaid onto the screen personally. I think that's one where I really do prefer just using vanilla maps. Now I don't think they're very like practical when it comes to like their actual use. Like I don't think I'd really use them ever to like, I don't know, remember where I've been or something, but I quite like them. I think it's a very satisfying thing to see what you built, like step back and take a look at how you've transformed the land by taking a snapshot of it with the map, or just getting a better perspective on kind of how everything's situated. Because you see everything from this first person angle, but seeing it from the top kind of gives you a different perspective for really how things are spaced out. I'm gonna start a world like you. Would you recommend some mods that don't affect vanilla gameplay? Yeah, I'll tell you the mods I'm running. Bobby mod, that one's more server. You don't really need that for single player, or if you're not doing replay mod. I have it for, or flashback. I have it for servers and flashback. Camera util is nice for zoom, don't need it. Gamma util, I kind of just use that again, just because I'm creating. I think if I was playing on my own, I wouldn't want to increase brightness. The fog with 1.21.6. Yes, I would recommend getting rid of the fog. That is a big one because fog I think looks gross. Other than that, no, I don't really think you need anything. I've been enjoying the vanilla experience. Maybe like iris and sodium for like some performance enhancements, or being able to anything that lets you render out further chunks. Maybe, oh, that's a good one. The level of detail mod that like makes the makes you be able to see further in the world by using like decreasing level of details. I forget exact. Distant Horizons, I think is that what that's called? Lunar Client. Oh yeah, how many of you guys are like client versus just boot up with the vanilla launcher? Because I think I've always used the vanilla launcher, but I like with a Lunar Client or something. If I had a list of mods, like can I make a custom list of mods that I use and then they automatically update in the launcher? Is that like the benefit of it? Because if that's true, I might actually consider switching to them, because it is a pain to go through with the number of like weird little mods I have. It'd be nice just to be able to see when it's all available and like click one button to get it updated. But like only if I can make a custom pack of mods. I don't want to use like a pre-built one. I use Modrinth, okay. The waypoints and stuff, fair enough. Distance Horizons, yep. Not sure if you saw my comment, but I really love the project and would love for you to be able to get out more episodes. Yep. I have a major in media sciences and I got experience in content creation. Awesome. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to rope in anyone else to help get them out faster. I would love to get them out faster too. I think that is something I'm like constantly trying to figure out ways to alter my workflow to make myself more productive. I think probably a big one of those is if I just deleted Pokemon Go from my phone. I think then I would get them out a bit faster. But no, I've been looking at a lot of different ways to kind of increase the workflow, or like maybe make projects like, I don't know, I don't want to sacrifice things like the actual quality of the series in any way. So like maybe making smaller projects isn't a great answer, but yeah, I'm trying to find ways to get them out faster that I can, or maybe just making smaller bite-sized episodes. The downside of that is I really do not like putting out 5, 6, 7 episodes that are all in the same age. Like I want it to feel like it's progressing. Because I want the series to have few enough episodes that someone's not going to turn away from it, like starting from the beginning. because I think something like Hermitcraft, you can kind of jump in wherever. Like it's better to start from the beginning because you know everything. But like that's one where I don't think people generally watch through all of them. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm alone on that. But I kind of like them to be big enough progress that each episode is substantial. Union of Arthropods. Oh, Depth Strider, nice. We will take that. Yeah, and then maybe I can put like these bushes or something in there. Nice. Oh. Okay, and then I want to mark this portal coordinate. 453, 4554. That's a lot of 4s and 5s. Negative 453, 4554, I think, something like that. 4554. Yep, sweet. How far away from your base are you? About that many blocks. I'm pretty close to spawn, so about 4,000, but it goes fast. It goes fast, and I love exploring some new land, so I do not mind. Let's see. Okay. Where does the donut originate from for you? I think the name Nuts came first. I think the name, I like that name. I think I'll make a video at some point, maybe just a short on why I have that name. It's not a great answer, but there is like some kind of reasoning behind it. Anyway, I did not want to just have like an acorn or a cashew or like a tan and gray nut as like the icon to go with it. And I realized donuts have, it's like donut, nut, right? Nuts, donuts. It works. It works. And it's a much more bright color. And I think I think pink's the happy color. I don't know. It works. So that, I don't know if that's a good answer or not. Hotbar organization makes me want to puke. No offense. No, I know. I wish I was better about it. Maybe I can work on changing that. My whole inventory is just terrible though. It always is. And I'm always scrolling the items. I think that might, oh, I just put it in offhand. I thought I dropped it. That might be a good change to make at some point, is just like, I make a very intentional like month where I sit down and I always make sure like my sword's in the same spot, my axe is in the same spot, my pickaxe is in the same spot, and I get used to clicking the numbers to get to them or something. I don't know. It's just not how I play right now. Not always bad at inventory management. Nothing has changed. Very true. Watching from Albania, 10 p.m. here. What time are you going to sleep? That's about when I go to sleep usually. What's your favorite color? Definitely pink. Specifically the pink that I have. And I don't know if that's because that's the one I have, but I do quite like that pink. The bubblegum pink. It's very happy. Me and Josh locked in for one build related to your cookies. No more spoils. Ooh, is this on the S&P? Excited to see it on the Sumo SP. I should clarify, I don't have my own S&P. 2 years and he still ignores the mods. Manage his inventory. Nope. Or still ignores the mods and can't manage his inventory. Yeah. I'm going to ignore your next 10 messages just for that. How to edit like you do, man. I kind of have a background in it. In high school, I did a program at my high school that was like, they had like different strands of it. You could do either animation, video, graphic design, or like web coding. And I ended up going down the animation path with it. And so I kind of got a good introduction to like what keyframes are, for example, which is a very basic editing thing. And just generals about animation, which is also why I like to do so much animation. It's because I know how to do a bit of that from school. But editing is something that I think, watch videos that you like how they are, like be a culmination of like your 5 favorite creators, for example. Like watch videos. It doesn't even have to be Minecraft. If you want to edit Minecraft, like watch a IRL, watch a cooking channel, watch other like travel channels, stuff like that, and see how they edit, and find the 5 like that you like the most, and just like try and recreate the same edit cuts they did, things like that. I think that maybe is one of the better ways to learn, is just be very intentional about trying to recreate. Because I think when you recreate, you realize things you wouldn't realize anyway. Like I think one thing that distinguishes good editing from bad editing is you leave a lot more in. Like there's a lot of dull moments, a lot of quiet moments that like you think is a normal pacing, but when you watch it back, or someone who hasn't seen it before, when they watch it back, it feels really slow. And so I think things like that you can kind of get over by seeing how other people edit. Maybe that's a good answer. I don't know. It's 11:30 here. Dang. Okay. What are you going to do in this episode? In this episode of limited progression. I don't know how much I want to spoil. I'll say we're going to do some Happy Gas stuff. Going to do a little bit with Happy Gas. To be honest, I'm actually not. I have a couple of projects. I haven't started it yet because I was waiting for Flashback to come out for 1.20, 1.6 before I got going. And I also was waiting, kind because I wanted to stream this world a little bit and I didn't want to be in the middle of a project. But I have like 2 different projects that I might try, but I'm not gonna share them right now. Nothing like crazy. We'll hold off for now. You'll have to wait and see. What's your favorite Minecraft mob? Favorite mob? It's like there's an answer like favorite, like most utility, but I think a good answer to that is probably, I actually already have a Depth Strider too. Probably a good answer to the utility to my favorite mob is like what kind of feels the like funnest, like the most, like for example, Breeze is what I'm trying to say. Breeze is a good one because I think it really plays into Minecraft. Like I think the Breeze really feels like it belongs in Minecraft. I think it's a creative play on the Blaze. I'm not saying that's my favorite one, but I really think that was a great design, a great mob choice. If I had to pick one though, I don't know. I don't know what my just flat out favorite one would be. I will say, I love the Happy Ghast, but I don't like the name. There's got to be some kind of, in the same way there's the Breeze and the Blaze, or the Pillagers and the Illagers. Like, I feel like there could have been some kind of more Minecrafty play on words for the Ghast. I did try and come up with one, but I couldn't think of one, so maybe that's why they ultimately went with Happy Ghast. Because, Ghast means like ghastly, like pale, like scary. And so if there's an opposite word that's like happy, that could somehow sound like Ghast in a way, that would have been best, I think, but I don't know. Why is your channel based off donuts? It's just a branding I like. I think it's a fun branding. I did a bit of graphic design stuff for a while, and so I think good branding is something that I really appreciate. Not that I'm saying this is good branding. I'm not a professional. I only did very little amount of that. But specifically, it was one that I think is happy and has some potentials for, overlays, transitions, merch, logo, whatever. It's kind of got good ability to brand. Why do you have 2 crafting tables? Why don't you mind your business? I'm kidding. I actually had a lot more than that at one point because I accidentally crafted a ton of them. I usually like to carry a couple on me because sometimes I leave them and they take up an inventory slot anyway. So it might as well have a few, right? Play any other games? Counter-Strike's the big one right now. I like Counter-Strike. Will you ever play with rejected mobs? Okay. I have. It's an old short, but please do not go watch my old shorts. It was a different era of me, and I don't want you to think less of me because my old shorts are definitely a lot more child audience, like kind of faked content stuff, which is not something I still do. If you ever wondered why you see these shorts of like Minecraft, but I spell to craft, or Minecraft, but with all the mob vote mobs or something like that. It was when I was still learning YouTube, and I think I had to learn that, more views isn't always necessarily better because those videos they're great for views, but it's not a very fulfilling direction for me personally. Which Minecraft mob would you want to eat IRL? Well, okay, I'll pick one that's not already a real life mob then. Okay, actually, I don't know if I want to answer that one. What mob would have like, what mob, like if this were real life and every mob, we as humans would eat every mob, right? Like obviously like creeper would be a delicacy, Let's go with Ghast. That's maybe controversial with all the lore that's come out about them being sad and trapped in the nether, but let's go Ghast. I think Ghast meat could be good. Probably tough. Maybe a little, I don't know. Maybe it's not good, but I want to try it. Yo, Sky, glad you're able to stop by. Blaze would be, I bet Blaze would be spicy. I bet a lot of nether mobs would have a lot of kick to it. Pig. I wonder what pigs would taste like if we had them in real life. I wonder, man. Never know. I was listening to music, but Apple Music tweaked out and my YouTube opened and showed you were live. Yeah, my bad. I was hacking into I hacked into your device, your phone real quick. Hope you don't mind. Have you ever heard of Ethiopia? I have heard of Ethiopia. I said it like it was like a movie or like something that I wasn't gonna have heard of, but yeah, I have heard of that. I have heard of there. Sup, Flabby? What? Minecraft, but the whole world is cake is tough? What are you talking about? Oh man. Honestly, at some point I gotta go through and delete those shorts, so watch them while you can. Watch the old Minecraft, but the one that I realized that I just wasn't a fan of doing it anymore was the Minecraft, but there were no cubes or something like that. And it was like a mod where the world's kind of curved. And it was a cool mod. was a cool like playthrough, but that was when I realized I also around that same time made one where it was like it was a short about local difficulty. And I was really proud of that local difficulty. I'm like, wow, this is cool. I was able to put like animations, got cool music. It's like maybe something people haven't heard of. It's really informational. Like I was really happy with how that one turned out. And at the same time, I was doing like Minecraft, but there's no cubes. Like, whoa, look at this terrain. And I don't know. That was when it kind of clicked for me that that's not really what I want to do. Gas meat is flabby. Gotcha. See you, Sky. Appreciate you stopping by. Opinion on tough bricks. I love the tough variants. You know, I liked the tough before they added new blocks to it. I think that it was a kind of as far as stones go, it kind of had like a unique sort of cyan sort of hue to it. And people didn't really use it a whole lot. So I quite like the tough. And so when they added bricks, definitely, I love it. Tough bricks, the chiseled bricks, all that. Very cool. Diamond in the tough, man. Why you gotta do that to me? Yeah, old TikTok era is arguably worse than old YouTube era. Also, we are almost home. So if there's anything anyone was curious about that wanted to see that I didn't show in videos or more up close around my world, I'd be happy to show you behind the scenes of any part of my house, cave base, sand castle, the mesa, my like desert outpost, I don't know what else I got around here, but mushrooms would taste so good. Yeah, dude, they should invent mushrooms IRL. Can you grab the camera for Lamar Jackson edit? I don't know if I can. I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm going to do it all awkward and weird, man. It's an actual country. I know what Ethiopia is, if that's what you're talking about. Trying to think of names that they should call the happy gas, like maybe the glee. Yeah, that is the closest that I was able to think of too, was the glee or the gleast. Gleast, just it doesn't really roll off the tongue like gas does. But yeah, maybe we'll have to think of a name to call the gassed. The gas static, like ecstatic, but gassed because it's happy. But yeah, the gleast just sounds funny. Also, can you accept my friend request on Discord? I would prefer to keep things in the in a public chat if it's like you're wanting to share something with me. If it is like a private question, you're welcome to open up a ticket on my Discord, and that will be just me and the mods there, and you can ask something there if it's like that. But yeah, I do try and not talk through DMs as much as I can. Do you have a favorite sports team? Well, I'll say, I mean, I went to KU and I grew up always around here, and so I would say that the Jayhawks as a college team, love some KU basketball, although I'll be honest, I don't really follow sports too much. And like, I know KU basketball from when I was in elementary school better than I do now or when I was in college. But that's probably one. If not, I've kind of recently been getting into baseball, and Royals are our team here. So maybe Royals, I don't know. How many episodes do you think the series will be? So I was talking about that a bit earlier. I think the best estimate I have right now, based on how many stages there are and how many episodes per stage that I'm kind of sitting at, probably around 40. Kansas kid. Why you pointing and laughing at me? Nuts with his gleasts. Yes, my gleasts. Shout out Caitlin Clark, go Hawkeyes. I'm a med student in England procrastinating my exams. Yes, they will, yes, continue procrastinating. They are not fun to do, and you should not go back to working on them. Please let us see both your Minecraft cats and IRL cats. Yeah, we can go check on them. We'll see how they're doing. You know, I still have yet to ever harvest this crop field. I've never harvested that crop field before. Just because I still haven't, that's the other thing, is I planted a lot of these crop fields before I had iron for buckets. So I wasn't able to, what do you call it? Like put water on them. This one I have done in a couple spots, I think, or maybe, no, I think actually I did go through and hydrate this whole field, but this one I have not. And so I have yet to harvest it. It also just looks so pretty that I don't want to. Can Pumpkin and Spoon take over the stream? Yeah, I'll grab them at the end. In fact, I'm surprised right now that Pumpkin is not yelling at me. Pumpkin usually sits down here just wailing at me. Could you take the llamas out for a walk? Maybe you could let us name them. I'd be down to maybe do something. I don't think I want to just open up the naming, but I do now have some name tags. So I could probably open up some naming for something at some point. But new Squid Game season. I'm excited for that. I love me. That Squid Game series has been so good. I mean, that's obviously had a fair amount of hype around it, but I think I'm also like, it's cool to see them actually ending, like this is the last season, I think, right? And it's cool to see them not like given into making more seasons just for the sake of the money of it. Like, I think it's had a really good storyline, and I think it will continue to. Like, I don't know, I got high hopes for it. If you're looking for inspiration from IRL buildings, you should check out Edinburgh, Old Town, especially Grassmark. Okay, I might have to. The sandcastle is awesome sauce. Thank you. Yeah, so the birds are up here. I don't know if I visited them. Oh, no, I think I did go up just shortly after these towers were built to like look at like maybe it's for my train tracks. I like climbed up to the top to see what that looked like from up here. But yeah, we got all the birds up at the top of these. Oh, do I have any seeds? I didn't bring any seeds with me. So he will have to starve another day. And we got them all up here in each of the towers. You can see them patrolling. I also still have all the dogs and cats in all of these towers somewhere. But yeah, we got them up there. Please explain the smelting system in more details. I can't really understand how it works. Yeah, okay, that's one. So I think I'll probably update that one with redstone. It's not really... Yeah, we can head over that in a minute. I'll go over that one. What's your favorite movie of all time? I wish I had a more exciting answer for that. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so I definitely love the Star Wars series, episodes 1 through 6 specifically. But I don't know that I have like. There was one. Oh, what did I watch recently? There was one that I feel like I watched recently that. I don't know. I know that's lame to say that I had one that I don't. But yeah, I don't know. I've never been a huge movie head. Although if you got any recommendations, definitely let me know. So the llama system, something I found out that's kind of unfortunate, as I really did think it worked. I really did think it worked well, but what I found out is the llamas still have the same pathfinding issue, where if you don't go slow enough, they'll like try and pathfind through the circle instead of around it, which is something I thought I fixed with these drip leaves, or with this moss here, stacking the moss. I'm sure there's something I could put here though that would actually block the pathfinding. So like I'm not far away from it, but that was something that I found out, unfortunately, is that the llama system doesn't work as well as I thought it did. Love Breaking Bad. Yeah. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad? I love that. Love Breaking Bad. How many hours did the wooden starter home take for episode 1? It was a while ago. I don't know. I think any number I give you is going to be a shot in the dark. Maybe like 10 hours? There was also a lot of gathering wood, and it was very slow at that stage too. The wood gathering was not fun. But yeah, I think 10 hours is maybe fair. But I guess that was probably the bulk of it. There was a lot of like fine details that took a while, but put a snow golem in each tower. That could be cool. Up here, this is something I was wanting to talk about. This was actually one of the first ideas I had when I was doing the series was like I tried to think of a way that I could measure horses' speed without redstone because I knew I want to have it. And I love this concept, but it just doesn't work nearly as well as I thought it would. Like the horse's speed, like it does roughly gauge it, but like there's some slower horses make it over these gaps that faster horses don't. There's like this weird thing. I think it has something to do with if you look at each like discrete individual frame of the game. So like the game ticks at 20 ticks per second. And I think if you look at just where the horse's hitbox is at that time, kind of depending on where it started, like maybe sometimes it will be like right on the edge. Like it's not a smooth motion if you can like look at the game like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my guess as to why it doesn't work. But I mean, it works, but it's just not as well as I'd like it to. I'm gonna make another base. Probably not another main base, like an overworld main base. I think I'll always just kind of expand this area. I'd like to put a big museum over here. What I've kind of realized is I think I'll leave this field empty in the middle. I don't think I want to build anything too big. Maybe some like nice gardens or something, but I don't want to, excuse me, I don't want to block the skyline with anything big in the middle. But yeah, probably no other main bases. Do you have a plan for what stage you'll explore brewing potions? It's this stage. We're in the nether. Now that we got the nether, I never really do potions, and so I thought it would be fun to kind of force myself to go through all the potions. So that will be happening in the next couple episodes. The tough part I had was I was kind of wanting to hold off on the turtle shell stuff until the ocean or like the ocean part of the like monuments and tridents and all that. But one of the potions is Turtle Master, and that does take scutes. So I think I'm just gonna, I think I'll use them for the purpose of potions, but like not make the helmet yet. Something like that. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to like say I'm gonna do all the potions and then like not do all of them. Like I think I might also make an exception to get redstone specifically for the potions since we're so close, and like get it from witches or something to make it fair. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to limit myself to the point of like it's annoying and kind of like not really necessary. Like obviously, like some limitations like great, and that's why this series I've been enjoying it, but I don't think I want to like that. It almost feels like just dumb at that point to not make the potion, but I guess I don't need redstone. Never mind. Redstone I shouldn't need because I only want to make every kind of potion that's like, I'm not going to make every variation of like potions with like Dragon's Breath and with Splash Potion and Drink Potion and all different times and stuff, but I just want to make all the basic potions. So I guess I don't need redstone. Is the goal to basically have a full creative menu? Not necessarily. I think the goal, if anything, would be to basically explore every item in the creative menu. So I guess yes, kind of. But I wanna not leave any stone unturned when it comes to like things that aren't usually used, like weighted iron pressure plates. It'd be really sick to find a use for those, you know, or like whatever items, whatever biomes, whatever things are kind of usually skipped over. I just want to find if there's any kind of redeeming factors in them. Thanks for the inspiration. I really like the series and plan on trying your challenge. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Of course. It's been an honor to see how many people are attempting it themselves. Guys, yeah, if you want to, join the Discord. I would really love to see more people who are playing through it. Like, if you want to take screenshots and share it and have conversations with other people about your world, go to the forum in the Discord and start, like, your own thread there of, like, your world. And feel free to, like, share pictures or whatever you're kind of working on. I'd love to keep up with what you guys are also doing in your own limited progression worlds. Pumpkin Pie Factory win. Oh, Matilda. Back on the Nut SMP. I used to run. Matilda was the pumpkin pie queen. Okay, let's empty out. So we got all the new stuff here. I got too much sugarcane, man. Maybe I'll put some of it. Yeah, let's make a separate chest for sugarcane. I think I have enough that it should have its own chest. This is kind of how my sorting system works. Is like I'm like, okay, plant things go in here, but then when I get too many, I just kind of make my own. I don't know if I'll change it when I get a lot of items, but we'll see. And then, yeah, we can toss all the new items we got. Oh, my bundle went up here. I did it again. I tried to like shift click it. Okay, and I should probably duplicate up some of these with bone meal before I forget. Oh, this is also a super easy way to empty these out fast, so I don't have to grab each item one by one. Will you get a happy? I hope I get a happy. I hope you all get a happy. A happy guest, yes. Next episode, probably after I'm done with this stream, I might do a little recording and working towards it. I am updated now. I was waiting to start the episode until I got updated to the version with it, and I am now in that. So I would like to, make use of that. I think happy guest is part of the game. Now I don't want to like really highlight it. Like this series, the goal isn't to like, you know, like, oh, new updates out, but I want the series to kind of be a more long-term thing that people can always look back on. So like, I don't want to date the series necessarily like that. Like if you're watching this 5 years from now and you say, oh, like this just came out, like I kind of want to look at it differently. So I'm not going to focus on anything in that regard, if that makes sense. I don't know if that distinction is clear or not. The crafter would have been so good for my pie factory. Oh, that is true. Got rich off that pie. Hi there, really liked your series. Keep up the hard work. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Man, I have been yapping nonstop. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I'm sorry that you guys have had to hear me for so long. I guess I should run these probably down to... I still have kept the, like my one at least up here, but I want to keep the bulk of them, I think, down at the trim station. Now, I forget, I'll probably cover this in the episode, but we have 2 more discs since I set up this little station here of discs. So I do need to update that. Certified yapper, I know. Quitting yapping, notice. Geez, I came here for Spoon and Pungan. Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't been more active. Okay, let's see. But yeah, if there's anything anyone wants to see, we're about to head down to the cave base to take a look at that. If you have any questions about any specific build or anything, how it works behind the scenes, anything like that, I would be happy to show you. Okay, enchanted books. So I'll save that book there. I think I have like a redstone. Yeah, this is kind of like a little bit of redstone I've looted from the different temples and things. What do we got in here that can be not tools? That. Because this is my tool bundle that I like to keep all my iron. There's an Enderman on top of your chest. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, he teleported back up here sometime during the last episode, and I just have not dealt with him, and I don't think he's going to leave without me dealing with him. So he's our pet for now. It is dangerous though, looking up at this top row of chests. I would not be surprised if this leads to a death. That would actually be pretty comical. Okay, wait. Okay, I got a bit of iron there, so we'll be good on that. These gold apples are just a regular food source. We'll take those downstairs. That goes there. Diamond horse armor could go in the horse category. Oh, I forgot to put a helmet away. What was the last song you listened to? I'm gonna assume you mean aside from the ones that are currently playing. I can tell you my Spotify. The last one, like, I searched up. Okay, it's a cake song. Now, if you play it, just know there might be some adult themes in it, but it's called Italian Leather Sofa by Cake. I'm been a big fan of Cake recently. Let's see, I need to put away my books. Where do I keep books at? Do I keep them? I think I would keep them here. There's kind of like some miscellaneous items that I don't really know where to sort. That don't really make sense anywhere else. This is generally mob drops, although I put firework stars in there. Why do you keep iron in inventory? So this, actually, I'd recommend watching my short on bundles. It was, I think, my most recent short. Because that one I talk about a little bit why I have this bundle here. This is so I can make tools. Since I'm not on like netherite tools or diamond tools, it takes a long time. Like if I had to run back and craft a new tool every time, or like keep all of it in my inventory, it's a lot more inventory efficient just to have one slot taken up by all the different tool things. Speaking of which, I actually need to put sticks back in my inventory because I like to keep sticks in that bundle as well. Oh, I got 40 here. Top it off with sticks. So yeah, I got everything in here I would need to make tools. And then before I forget, I don't want to go to the nether without this stuff, and I seem to forget sometimes, so I'm going to swap back out my specialty armor, and we'll put on some of that. And then we'll get that there. We'll have potion fire resistance. Leave the boat in here because I won't need that in the nether. I'm not going to the nether right now, but just want to be prepared for that. Okay. Yeah, let's go check out the underground base. Name the Enderman chestnuts. Oh, okay, I see it. That's funny. I'm on board. Gaming question. You are into Minecraft because of the possibilities, right? Are you interested in other builder games like City Skylines 2? Yeah, I do love all the possibilities. I do really like creative games for sure. Like Terraria, I know I've talked about it a lot today. Little Big Planet was one I grew up on. Love that one. I really want to try that one that's Vintage Story. I would love to try that. I am heartbroken if you have not heard the news about Hightail. I hate to be the one to break it to you if you haven't heard. If you haven't heard of Hightail, don't look it up. It's just going to make it worse for you. But it would have been a really cool game, but they finally canceled development on it. They scrapped the project after years and years of saying it was going to come out. Very sad, but would have loved that one. So I've never played City Skylines though. I might have to look it up. I've heard about it before. Beds are very necessary in the nether, of course. Yes, I would like to have it on my hotbar just so I can accidentally misclick it sometime. Yeah, so someone was asking about how this works, and so I'll just give a brief rundown. Is the items, they come in here through the top, right? And I have this split up. This was the best way I found, is sitting this on top of 3 hoppers that each feed into one of these. So that's the only way I was able to find to distribute items between all of them. And I assume the part you're asking about is the sorting, which isn't great. And really at the end of the day, I didn't actually need this furnace, I don't think. But yeah, what happens is both the item that it smelts and the used up buckets, like once it uses the lava source, the bucket gets pulled out in the same hopper line and gets pushed around here, right? And then into this chest. And from this chest underneath it, I have essentially an item sorter, a rudimentary one, because at this stage in the game, I don't have access to redstone like that. But I have this item sorter here, and these buckets go from here into a furnace, because the only thing that can enter a furnace from the angle I'm trying to send it through, which is the back of it, the only thing that can go into the back or front, I guess, of a furnace is things that go into the smelting slot. Okay, make sure there's not a zombie. So because that's the only thing that can make it through, only things like kelp blocks, coal, iron buckets, anything that can be in this slot, that's the only thing that can go through there. So yeah, and then those just get fed back into here, which whenever I step on that, it will, like I place the lava in this area, the bucket, the dispenser shoots out the lava bucket, it gets picked up in here and sent up to the top. Hopefully that maybe clears things up a little bit. I don't know. You forgot the water bucket. Oh, I left that one. Yeah, I probably should have it on me. I do have a regular bucket though, I guess. What do you think I should put my Minecraft realm I'm running on, or what do you think I should put in my Minecraft realm? I'm running out of ideas. Ooh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any ideas that I can give you without pulling from my own pool of ideas I'm going to do eventually. I bet you the big thing is roads, infrastructure, railways, anything that like can connect one part of the world to another. A good way to like get some inspiration is, I guess, pick a biome, maybe roll at random and try and build a building that would fit well in that biome. That's a good recipe, although I don't have any specific ones. I know I have some though, which stinks because I know I have some things I've thought about before if anyone asked me that question, but I don't have them right now. Have you seen the new Minecraft music disc? I have seen that. I've only listened to a little bit of it, enough to like kind of know what's going on, but yeah. How many buildings are you making in the Nether? Let me think. So I got the gold farm. I don't want to spoil anything. Wait, gold farm. I think 5, maybe 6. And then I also want to do some little like gardens, almost floating gardens for like the different crimson stuff and souls and netherwart, like that kind of thing. I'd love to do some little kind of gardens. I think that would break up the city well as well. Of course, you need to collect all the discs. Yeah, I will. I've started my collection, but because I can't get them all right now, I'm not really super eager to like try and hunt down all the ones I can, but at some point I'll make sure I have them all collected. Why do you have 6 sandstone tool? Wait. Oh, it's actually, these are blocks of iron. So yeah, I don't have sandstone in those. Thank you for the super chat. I put pictures of my world in the Discord. Awesome. Did you do it in the forum? Did you do it in the forum? If not, I mean, I can still check if it's in like the media channel or something at some point, but I'll be excited. I'll check it out. I'll try and go through the Discord tonight actually. And maybe after stream, I'll go through and I'll try and leave a comment on anyone who's built a world. I do want to see if anyone's playing through the limited progression. I would love to see how your worlds are turning out. So definitely feel free to put those. Make a new, like go to forum and make a new post, and then you can just kind of have that as your own thread where people can either give you suggestions or you can just at a minimum show what you're doing. Go to the Nether and fix the bone block on the building. I didn't see that until after. So yeah, that is not fixed right now. But I will fix that. Yeah, we're just kind of looking at stuff. This, I actually read a comment today that said you don't actually need to hit them. Is this true? Do I not need to hit them first? Like if they fall near dripstone, will they just drop the XP anyway? Because if so, I did not realize that. I don't know if you've ever been to Venice, but there's a really beautiful glass blowing island there called Murano. I haven't been, but but I am a CS player, and I think I'm familiar with Murano just because of that. Actually, let me look at it and see if it's what I'm thinking of. Let me see if Murano is the place I'm thinking of. It's like that. Okay, it's also apparently a car. Wait one sec. I will show my monitor. Give me a moment. Let me hide my bookmark manager. Okay. Not for any reason, to be clear. Apparently it's also a car, Murano. Because what I was thinking of, I wonder if it actually shows up anywhere. This is also very beautiful, first of all. I love all the colors here. That is super, super cool. I love that. Oh wait, I didn't realize that. My bad. My monitor is way too big. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. But Murano, very cool. What was I thinking of? There's like there's a very well-known bridge, Rialto, I think. Is that? Murano Rialto. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Rialto, Italy. Yeah, this is a CS map. That's what I know. Did you play any games besides Minecraft? If you couldn't have guessed it, Counter-Strike. Yeah, I do play. I played through Inscription. I highly recommend that one. I've had that one recommended for quite a while. Or like I've known that it's a good game and I've been wanting to try it, but I finally just sat down and just on my own, no record, nothing, just played through it. And it was very, very fun. Super, super cool. Like well thought out game. It really is, makes your brain work. You should show us your setup. I might still have a picture on Twitch. Can any purple names confirm if there is a picture under the stream of my, maybe it's just on my computer. It's an old one though. My setup, I wish I could show you. I can't really take my webcam off where it's at. Maybe I'll put a picture in the Discord at some point. Inscription was amazing. Totally agree. Super, super cool game. I will say, I guess I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I'll say it. Can I say it in a cryptic way? I really liked the magic guy. Are they called scribes? I liked the magic scribe, I think. Hopefully, I'm trying not to spoil it, but I wish that part of the game was fleshed out more, or like we got to see more of that because that was really cool. Okay, I haven't really built much this way. That goes down to bedrock. We got this mine here, or that track there. This is the geode I normally mine from. The diamond zombie is back over that and way down in that cave. I actually found, I didn't put this in the video, but I did find that my cave connects up to the surface over by my village, like somewhere right around here. Like we can actually, let me sleep first and then we can actually leave the cave that way. Yeah, Alp, we just went out exploring to get some of the new 1.20, 1.5 bombs and also celebrating 1,000 days. But right now we just got home and I was just gonna, for anyone who had any questions about any parts of the world, we're just doing a little tour to go look at some stuff. Cause you know, not everything makes it into the videos. And so I want to be able to show you guys the world if you have any questions on things. But yeah, this part here. And as you can see, this is why I usually like full bright, is because it makes it just tough to see on YouTube. But right there, that connects up to the village. So maybe we can do something over here at some point. Have you played Zelda Ocarina of Time? I have not. I only ever played like a little bit of Minish Cap, I think, for Zelda. And that was on like an emulator. So no, my Zelda experience is pretty limited. Ooh, actually there's some iron here. Gotta grab some iron. I always need more iron. But yeah, I haven't played too much Zelda. What's your favorite animal? Probably a cat. I have 2 cats. I love them to death. So cats is the boring answer. I also love a good cockatoo, like a wide umbrella cockatoo and all their attitude. I don't know. I'm a fan. Have you ever played a horror Minecraft map? Technically, yes, but nothing to write home about. I think I tried one on like VR a while ago. Oh yeah, so I still have a couple of these guys that like I don't really know what to do. I mean, I need the heads at some point, but I don't know where it fits in terms of an episode. So I got these guys just sitting there. I have another one on the other side of the village, but it has been a little bit of a hazard for myself. I would not be surprised if I died of that at some point. I'm probably quite bad with accents. Are you Canadian or American? No, that's fine. Yeah, it's a tough one to distinguish besides a couple words. I feel like I'm American. But yeah, I captured a couple of these guys because they were like rare enough or like cool enough that I'm like this guy's a zombie villager, baby zombie villager in full gold. I was like, that's pretty cool. I don't really want to kill him, so I just put him on a boat. Maybe this guy we can get a disc from one day. On day 10, 12, you need iron. I know, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad. Okay, actually, let's look at the graves real quick. I'm curious what your guys' favorite grave is, or like if you have a special idea for a way I should die to get a new grave. Like if you would have done them differently. I have a purple name. Let's go. Have you played Darkest Dungeon? I haven't played that. Are you planning on building an iron farm? Not a straight up one. I do have an idea, and I'm not going to do it yet. I think it might fit better in the villager stage for what I have in mind, but I have a kind of a plan. We'll see if it works, but I'm not gonna spoil it too much. That's all I'm saying. This one was one I was surprised. I thought it came out pretty good. I was happy with this one. Here lies nuts. Slain by zombies. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, every time I die, I make myself a gravestone, which I think is a super fun challenge. Maybe that's something for whoever was saying that they were bored on their world, is keeping track of things like this. You know, when you die, I think it gives a really cool purpose to like keep track of it and build gravestones related. And then if I die the same way multiple times, I put a rose on it. But here lies Nuts. He was shot by skeleton. This one's fall damage. It's designed after the sandcastle tower, but it's just a general tall building, so that it's like falling from it, right? Seem interested in architecture based on your vids? You should look up the Duomo in Florence. Okay, I might have to. I definitely love architecture. I remember we went on an architecture like tour in Chicago. Like they did like a riverboat like tour, and the whole time I was so invested in it, specifically for Minecraft. I was like, oh, I could totally build something like that. Or like, I think it's very fun or helpful to get the names for different styles of architecture things. Like having a good vocabulary when it comes to architecture is really helpful in kind of pinpointing exactly what you're trying to make and like getting reference photos. This one has been a favorite for me recently. Q, show me the magma cube one. Yes. All right, guys, you like the baby magma cube? Thoughts on the baby magma cube? Will you be in the gold iron throughout the entire Nether City, or will you upgrade to diamond in the middle? Yeah, it's gonna be gold and iron for the whole Nether City. Yep. The Nether stage will not see a increase in armor or tools or anything. And then after that, we'll have redstone, which I'm gonna try to squeeze into one video. That's the plan. I just want to have it be one video if I can. It might need to be two. We'll see how big the projects get, but I'd like to try and squish that one into one, even if it takes a little bit longer, is a bit longer, whatever. I want to try and make one redstone video, and then we'll have diamonds. This is the inside of the church. Looks like an Enderman has left or the morgue. I don't know what this building's technically called in a cemetery. But I just keep some gravestone supplies in here. Not really too much else to put in there. But yeah, that's all the deaths I have so far. I think that should add up, because my deaths, number of deaths in, I think, right? Number of deaths, 10. Let's see if we have 10 roses. I have mixed feeling for the magma cube gravestone. That's fair. It is like only if you know that's what it is. I couldn't think of a way to add any more detail to it. I don't think I can put buttons on it. Buttons could have been cool for like eyes. Maybe signs. Maybe we could do signs for eyes. Maybe that might sell. I don't know. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, am I cheating some deaths? 8? It says I've died 10 times. 1. Okay, something doesn't add up here. There is something mischievous afoot, but I'm not exactly sure what it is, because I thought I stayed on top of that. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm cheating and lying. Wasn't the cemetery in front of the yeah, it's like right here. Yep. Lying exposed. Yeah, you just use frames for eyes. That could be good. Did some off-camera dying? It would seem so. I'm wondering, where could that have come from? Would that have been a glitch? Maybe I just didn't, like, maybe I died and forgot to put a rose somewhere or something. Maybe I said I would. Maybe what it was, some of them, have I died multiple times and like I didn't put a rose the first time, but I only put them afterwards? That might, no, because they all have roses. Yeah, I don't know. Will this stream be saved to watch in full later? Yes. The stream will be under the live channel on my YouTube. Or under the live tab on my YouTube channel. Yeah, we got the this thing here, which I should probably do something more with than just leaving it there, but for now it's that. You know, the back of my house doesn't get a whole lot of screen time, but I love this. Whatever you call this. I was very, very happy with how these like slats came out. These like horizontal things and this window. I quite like that balcony. Okay, nothing too exciting over the donut. Oh, I can get rid of this. I realize now, since I can breed them all inside here, I can get rid of the little tray behind it, which will make it look a little nicer. Yeah. I think we've looked at everything besides the nether, right? Everything that's kind of around this area. People to grave for unknown deaths. Well, what would you mean by unknown deaths? Or I build a tomb for like the ones that I didn't count somewhere. I guess I could maybe just like whenever I forget to, although that really shouldn't be a thing. I don't know why. I guess, you know what I can see? I don't really want to go through it right now, but I could go to my statistics and at least see like how many mobs, see if there's like one of the mobs, because it will tell me how many times I've died to a magma cube or how many times I've died to Enderman, whatever it may be. So I could look and see if those are all correct. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. Adam, what's good? Welcome in. I'm playing Minecraft at the moment. Yo, OG, what you doing? What are you building? Now that new blocks have been unlocked, I think a base update should come. Okay, that's something I was curious about. Part of me like wants to leave the base at like not replacing any of the trapdoors with glass, for example, because that's what it was at the era I built it. But I don't know. Should I update the base with like as we get new things? I'm almost kind of thinking of like retrofitting it with stuff could be cool. Like I wanted to do a track, and I would actually use, like this would be a useful thing, is to have a minecart track from here to my house so that I can unload the llamas and send it over to my main storage. And like maybe it could be kind of a more redstone punk vibe that kind of adds on like something to my house that clearly looks like an addition that I did later. Could do something like that, but I could also just update them. I don't know. You're Tasty, what's good? Welcome in. Setting up an iron farm, nice. Go through stats now. Is there any stat you're curious about? Because there's a lot of stats, but if there's one specifically you're curious about, I'd be happy to show. No update base with glass? Are you saying no update base with glass or do not update base with glass? How's this train station coming along? Well, as far as the aging, this dome's doing well. I don't spend a whole lot of time in the overworld right now, being in the nether, but the dome, it's making progress. I know it would have aged faster if I had spaced them all out, but I kind of almost like it being a slowly aging thing. Well, I guess only the fronts, really. Yeah, it's taking some time. There's 9 roses. Oh, did I miscount them? Just one off? Okay, that's a little bit more forgivable. It's a little bit more forgivable. But yeah, we got the map in here, and I think what I want to do is do some kind of like end map in one of these wings, and maybe the other one could be an outpost base at some point. The only way I really see myself building an outpost base is for the end portal. I think that the end portal could be fun to build an outpost base for, but yeah, and then we got the main map here. Awesome. And yeah, those just go off. I think that is one thing I think streams can be fun for sometime, is just extending paths throughout the world or building bridges places or extending this, like kind of that work that's not necessarily with the current phase I'm in, but could kind of enhance the world. I think in the future, I could maybe do some streams like that because I don't want to do the main video stuff. I want to keep them separate. Do not update base with glass. Okay, I'm kind of in the same boat. I think I like it being an era of, or a relic of the time. One idea that I think could be cool if you guys would like to steal this for your world is if you have like an old farm that you've like made better since then. I think it could be cool to repurpose the farm. Like the reason I came up with this is because I was doing Skyblock. I got a solo player Skyblock world, and I had a mob farm that I ended up replacing with a better mob farm. And I thought it'd be cool to like use the old one as like, I don't know, almost like you picture like someone opens up a coffee shop in like an old garage or something, and it's like a whole themed thing. Like have a wing of your base that's like, this used to be a mob farm, and like keep it as close to it as you can, but then update it. Like, I don't know, it could be a fun thing to do. But is there a minimal number of day for each phase? No. I think this challenge intentionally has pretty scarce rules, like nothing too like specific, because I think it is what you make of it, right? Like I think that as long as you feel like you're slowing down the game and doing things you wouldn't have, or like having challenges you wouldn't have had normally, I think that's enough. Like you don't, I did get some flack because this isn't much of a starter house. You know, this is bigger than a starter house. Classic YouTuber, like I just made my starter house. But yeah, I think you could build a small starter house smaller than that, a farm smaller than this. Like you don't need to do everything huge and spend a lot of days on it. I think it's just more about slowing it down. How late is it? It is 4 p.m. here, or 3:56. Do you plan on do something special for the pillagers, like a mansion? I have an idea. I'm gonna gatekeep it though. I want to keep as many surprises as I can for the series, but I do have an idea. I have some ideas for different eras that I'm like really excited for, that I've kind of been holding for a while. So yeah, I'm quite excited to show this off. But I do have something in mind for pillagers. What do you use for your streams? I'm on OBS Studios, if that's what you're asking. All right, guys. Well, I think I am going to go and wrap up here. This was a super fun stream, a good 4-hour stream. I don't have a schedule right now. I would love to do some more in the future. Yeah, I'm really, really enjoying streaming. It's been a lot of fun. I'd like to find something that I can stream more consistently than this world, because I don't want to spoil stuff on this world as much as I can. So I'll have to find something in the future. Okay, let me also do this. Exploring. we'll save that replay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to head over to the Twitch, we're going to find someone to raid over there. And I'll send you off to another channel who's live. And I'll catch you guys next time. Woohoo, W stream, yo, sumo. You should make a big glass building like the Old World Fair building. I'll have to look into those. Okay, I've been playing for so long. This is literally a 4-hour recording. I don't ever do them that long, so that could just crash. I don't know. Oh yeah, my is now saying it is gonna crash. Okay, that's fine. This should have saved enough. Okay. Well, let's see who's live and who we can go show some love to today. Oh, also, I did say I would. I'd grab my cats real quick. Pumpkin, Bucket. I don't know if you saw her moving back there. She's coming over. Pumpkin, how are you doing? Did you have a good nap? I don't know if you can see her. There she is. This is Pumpkin. Hello, Pumpkin. I just woke her up, so I will have to end this so I can go play with her. Otherwise, I've woken her up for nothing. We heard her. Yeah, she's talkative. She's talkative, and I have no idea where Spoon is. She's probably loafed in a weird corner somewhere. But yeah, let's see who's live and who we can go show some love to. So yeah, head over to the Twitch. If you just want to spam it in chat, spam the Twitch in chat, !Twitch, and head over there. We'll find someone to raid. Let's see who's live. See if I got any mutuals. Ooh, I might have to take this opportunity. I hope he's not ending soon. But Gutty, it's also funny because Gutty, Nuttist, like it's kind of got a similar vibe to it. But we're gonna raid Gutty. I love this man. He's so nice. He's gonna be a very welcoming community. Be nice to him. Represent it well. Represent the community here well. But yeah, we're gonna raid Gutty. Hopefully that works. I've never actually used. Wait, hold on. Again, surprisingly not very scuffed stream for how it feels scuffed. Oh. Don't listen to me. Wait, did I get the raid off? Raid. I don't know if mod's already done that. All right, there we go. Yeah, hop into the Getty raid, and if you're coming from YouTube, definitely go over there too. Super nice guy. I don't know what he's up to today. Doing some hardcore. Yes. So he's doing some hardcore. That'd be super cool. So go show him some love. Copy the raid message. If you're not subscribed, just grab the raid too. And I will catch you guys next time. Join the Discord. That's how it goes. But see you, everybody. Thank you for stopping by.